Some things just feel real good. How's it going? How's your weekend? I had a little time on my hand, so it's like, man, I come do a little bit of good day to you as well. I had a little time on my hand. I figured, let me ask this first. How dry? Thank you. How dry is it? Well, first let me play some music first.
Yeah, just took a trip to the tropics. Yeah, baby, this trip is a faucet. Yeah, they want my teeth trying to clock it. Yeah, at the top with a couple of bosses. I can win with a couple of losses. Remember we used to shop in the Rosses. Now it's double C top of the closet. I skirt off in the Porsche on the hater. In my clothes and my fitment is gator. I get everything new like it's beta. And my brothers go.
Been a little slick out in the streets. Hey now, what's it? Grace, how are you doing? I mean, it's been slick in the streets, Mushroom. It looked dry out there to me. Maybe I'll go to another page. As far as I've been seeing, it looked pretty dry. It looked like the streets is dry. You know, if I'm tripping that it looked dry, I think it's dry.
Amazing.
Yeah, I know I ain't tripping. I know I ain't tripping. Who's? I mean, can somebody drop me a line in Patron on? Can I get dropped a line to get read in on the particular? Can somebody drop a line real quick? Hold up. Why they drop? Let me replay the song again. Hold on. Let me see how well this sounds too.
Number one, always a topic. Yeah, just took a trip to the tropics. Yeah, baby, this trip is a faucet. Yeah, they want my teeth trying to clock it. Yeah, at the top with a couple of bosses. I can win with a couple of losses. Remember we used to shop in the Rosses. Now it's double C top of the closet. I skirt off in the Porsche on the hater. In my clothes and my fitment is gator. I get everything new like it's beta. And my brothers gon' step new theta. Feel like I'm Kobe when I hit my faders. I ball like the Lakers, the ball like Al-Qaeda. I took all the stairs, they won't no elevators. They really be mad. Spectators, I been counting cash, I been really in my bag. I ain't really on the gram, I'll check later. No, they really mad. They be talking about me bad. If I pull up to the scene, no, they checkmate her. And I'm only first class flying. Pull up in the.
Well, I mean, is it any good though? Like, is it sensational? Cause as far as I know, I'm feeling like a winner chicken dinner right now, because sustaining something sustaining something is something that I told you. I'm able to do really well. I'm able to sustain at a very, very bar-like level, a very easy level. Now, this is the level of that I was talking about that it was going to get to, not for you that stayed here. Yeah, I know. Mushroom, I know. Oh, how the cards crumble, and I tell you so. Now, the thing is, you don't have to not see it. And yes, he's talking in a very healthy length of code, unlike the state giving head. Unlike that. That's what you get here. Conversations that get dropped in front of you. That way you can go and then have more of those conversations off in the wild. But what is happening, as I can see, is there is a lack of stimulation going on. And it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. My plan is to come on here today and, yes, entertain. That is my purpose. That is every person's purpose and should be whoever touches that button. It is not to garner and gather a bunch of people to sit in front of you and watch me walk away from my phone and let you sit here. Or to invite somebody up and let them do it all for me. No. It's up to every individual to hit that button. But it's also up to every single one of you, these individuals, to protect yourself and not get pulled into the lion's den. It is every one of your jobs to see it for what it is and not to ever get your feelings hurt or involved and twisted on here. I don't care what anyone says on here about this here app. It is not your job to make untrue friendships. Now, some of you I actually care and I adore and I worry about you, but that does not mean that you are above individualism. Every single person has to make sure that their feelings are taken care of. And by doing so, you have to make sure that whatever friendships that you do have, that you keep that very nicely tight. Hey, now, Miss Jocelyn, You keep it nice and tight and close. So that way when somebody's trying to yell at you and scream at you, you can go to your 1 or 2 actual friends and they can tell you, girl, stay the hell away from there. Let's not go over there. from around the president, but from around individuals. We're strong. I don't want to. Oh yeah. We're at 90K on YouTube. We're at 90K on the YouTube. Everybody, I don't know. I can't give you a definition of capitulation, but I.
Perfect. Perfect.
Let me show you the painting. It's beautiful. This is a 9. I need to turn this phone up. Ooh. Hey, turn that up. Okay, what I got here? Oh, let me download these. Download these now. Download these now. Oh, don't worry, the grands, don't worry. I shouldn't say anything that will be necessarily of bad humor. Who? Mushroom? Where? What an interesting bit. What an interesting bit. Spread Love has made her way in here. I get the likes of everybody coming in. Today we have Spread Love, and as I have heard the table say before, this individual has posted children. Now that was a man and a lady who did a whole trio, a live with about 3,000 people in it. They did a live on Spread Love and about them running an unorthodox Discord with a lot of bad things to say about this man, including looking up his location and trying to find out what his job was. The man wears glasses and of European descent, and the woman has fairly blondish hair and is of European descent as well. And they were discussing Spread Love about 3 weeks ago. As I'm reporting on this news now, I kept all nuggets to myself. So why would Spread Love need to find the need after terrorizing groups of people to find themselves in here? Dare say you? Spread? You're allowed to speak. Why? Cheer, come. You're here. Can you speak up to this? Do you not want to speak? Or did you not know I knew that about you? Are you caught off guard by the amount of information that I house in my brain? Are you caught off guard, Spread? I know no one muted you. And I have the ability to block you. So are you caught off guard? Do you feel in the light right now? Do you feel like the light is spreading on you right now? That nobody was supposed to know that? That you were in a Snapchat group with a group of women trying to dox people and get their information to call the jobs? Did you not know I knew that? Spread. You usually talk. What's keeping you from talking now? Oh, you came back. Now you shall talk. Do you feel like, I'm not a scary cat and I shall speak my truth? Good day to you, sir, hippie. Yes, they said you did a lot of things wrong, that you tried to dox a man who has glasses and is from European descent, and you tried to call his job. The Snapchat group released the receipts, madam, and that you are hiding and they are looking for you. They are looking for you as you are hiding on multiple accounts, and you changed your account name and they showed your IP address. They showed your IP information about where you're actually at and how you tried to change the names of your accounts multiple times to hide behind different things. Do you want to speak to that? Just smile and wave. Do you want to speak to any of that or to posting one's children? Do you want to speak? Do you want to... Yes, I'm being very paid. Do you want to speak to posting children? Do you? Dare say you, literally. Do you want to speak to spreading the love and putting children's photos that do not belong to you, literally don't belong to you, on the internet? You can love children, but not anyone else's. They didn't give you permission to do that. Now, did they? Cheerio, chip, chip, huh? I dare say you. I dare say you. I dare say you. I wonder as well, whose profile picture is that? I wonder whose child that is in your profile picture. Maybe it's someone I don't even know, but I know it's not your child. Dare say you're letting all this stuff be caught for the millions to see who you really are. As I have played and toyed with you, now in this little game that I'm playing and weaving, you don't even know, sweet dear child, that I'm weaving a tale. And you have become part of it now. You have become part of it in this little silly game that we like to play. See, I understand one thing. There are some people pissed off at you. So dare say you, I let you in. Why would you come in here of all people unless it's to apologize? I don't fuck with you. I'm not, I got your ass fucking blocked. Why the fuck are you in here? Oh, dare say you. Dare say you, I was, okay, I was about to say, like, I don't fuck with that person. Dare say you not at all, even over a cup of tea. You get no apologies from any. May you have a fonder life in hell. You know what the hell you've done. I'm just having a little fun. That's all. Yeah, it's always good to have fun. I was just being petty, having a good time. That's what it's about. Shit, come on now. Breaking the spice into this thing. Cause you know, and I know, you know, and I know, you ain't got shit going on. You ain't got shit going on. For the fakeness, if you wanna play tough, and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit, I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit, I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, speaking fast, I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're worth my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you are behind.
It's the most interesting. It's gonna be. 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 You wanna know why? You wanna know why? They bored as shit. They bored as shit. You know what I got? That's constant. That's continuous. And never stops. The motherfucking news. The motherfucking news. Motherfucking news. And you can't stop me. You never gonna stop me. You come back for this. You always gonna come back for this. Never forget. Never forget. Am I trolling? No, I'm not trolling. Just a constant reminder. Just a constant reminder. Like, damn. God damn it. I wanted to be pissed off at him. All my life, all I ever wanted to do was hate him. But I'm fucking laughing right now. Laughing and crying at the same time. Yeah, I got you. I fucking yeah, I hate him. And you're laughing, and you can't help it. Yeah. Smell that? That smelled like your ass had to go right back. Yeah. I love that smell. Welcome back. That's the second one.
Come and knock on our door. We've been waiting for you. Where the kisses are hers and
He's company, man.
company too.
It's for a party. I mean, I think more's coming out.
Oh yeah, more is coming out. More is.
Here's my question, because a lot of us in here are like 40-ish, a little bit older maybe. So a lot of us remember the Bill and Monica whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
And now this. Why is Bill always on the receiving end? Like,
well, hold up. Did you use that link did anybody use that? Did you use that link?
yeah, last night I started getting into it, but I had family obligations.
There's other emails that go into toss and salad.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
Yeah.
Is that how we should search that?
No, that's not how you search it, but there's other emails when you put in Bill's name. There's if you put in ANAL, if you put that in, a whole list of emails, a whole sets of stories that people wanted wrote in from foreign nations that they written as either scripts or codes. Oh, it is. There's a lot in there.
Yeah, I'll try to. Maybe tomorrow will be my Sunday for perusing the files.
I was up all night perusing the things. I mean,
yeah, that was my only question. Is I'm like, how is it he's always on the receiving end? Like, what he got down there?
Let me tell you something else that I think. I think that the files that the FBI has, because those are the real the FBI files. Those are the real Epstein files.
Agreed.
I think those files have more stuff in them, and that's why you see these people like stepping away from him. And I I didn't think that I would ever be using this phrase, but he is like a rat in a corner. Just like anybody and failing at any and everybody. That's what it looks like.
And I think it's only going to get uglier. Like he's going to be that rat in the corner until he breaks, and then he just comes out swinging at everything and everyone, and that's going to be fun to watch.
I mean, I don't think the war part is happening. What you call me? What did you just call me? $2? No. Did you? Appreciate you. No, I think that it is, you can actually see the lines, even with them trying to reinvestigate. It seems like they're going to vote to give these files to the public, and even if it gets vetoed, they're still going to revote.
Well, so did you see the video I sent you? I can't remember if I sent it on here or the other, but comparing him to the Watergate scandal and the timeline matching from the time all that came out, it was exactly 2 years.
But then these false reports keep getting put out, and I don't like it that people tell me. So he's going to be doing a press conference tonight. And I'm like, why do people keep doing this?
Yeah, I agree. I never, until I see him, because when he goes live to speak, it's everywhere. Yeah. So if you scroll, you're going to find him if it's real.
Okay. But it is I do agree with you. It matches up to Watergate. I don't know if this is I feel like this is worse than Watergate. And
agreed.
Now I know why. Oh, now I actually know why Peter, whatever that congressman that slipped the $500,000 into the bill, the CRF, the short-term spending bill. I know why he did that now. I figured it out. If those files drop and they go into their phones, he wants to be able to sue because these folks are all connected.
Well, so did you see yesterday, and I can't remember the two, I'd have to go look, but 2 of them came out yesterday and said that they would not sue. Their phones were taken, but said they would not sue because suing makes them guilty.
Their phones was taken recently?
No, I think it was like back in, remember they backdated it.
Oh.
Like 2022.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. But they came out and said that they would not sue because that makes them look guilty. And if they're suing, that means something was in there they didn't want to get out.
Exactly.
Yep.
Lord Jesus, this is deep. It's deep and good. But I the one thing I hope happens from this is that it does. I'm only being hopeful. I don't know if this is actually going to happen. I can only hope that they actually go ahead, let's take this system we have in place and just tear it apart because it wasn't protecting children, boys and girls.
100%.
Because
I reposted a video this morning of so did you see Megyn Kelly's interview yesterday?
The one where she basically says
15-year-olds are not off limits because
basically those are children.
Yeah,
I mean to do a campaign today of starting a video where everybody needs to start making videos. If you're under 18, you are a child. You are a child.
So go play it. Go to my page and I reposted it. It's a 15-year-old girl who does a rebuttal on that.
Oh, I did see your video. I did. Hold up. I did see that video.
It's so powerful. And like I was telling Jocelyn and I sent it to Jennifer, I was like, I love that we're seeing these young people come out, especially teenagers, and be like, what the hell are you adults talking about?
Yeah, and they need to. There's another thing. There's a petition going around to call SiriusXM if anybody can find it, or if I can find it and give it to y'all, to get Megyn Kelly off air, because that was too much. I know they want to defend him, but if you're under the age of 18, you are a child. You're a child.
Yeah, if you listen to the one I reposted with the little girl, and I will say little girl because she's 15, talking about it, she speaks so well. and makes it clear that anybody under 18 is still a child, and saying that because he was with people who were after puberty does not make them children. Come the hell on.
I got it. I'll play it without showing her face. I can reshare this as well.
Hey, Megan Kelly. I'm Eloise and I'm 14 years old. I wasn't even going to say anything because the topic is an adult one. My mom even made a video about it yesterday because we didn't feel it was an appropriate topic for a child to speak about. But after hearing you go on camera and explain that Epstein wasn't into 8-year-olds, just the barely legal type like 15, I realized you might need an actual reality check from a literal child. So let me help you out. Megan, people in my grade are turning 15 right now. Some of us still have baby faces. Some of us still have braces. Some of us still call our parents when we're scared at night. Some of us still look like middle schoolers because we basically are. And the fact that a grown woman needs a teenager to explain that is honestly terrifying. Here's the part you seem confused about. Under federal law, anyone under 18 is a child. No asterisk. No, but they hit puberty. No, older kids don't count. Anyone under 18 is a child. You said you were just giving facts, but here's the real fact. What you said wasn't factual. It was minimizing. It was making abuse sound like a technicality. And Megan, here's the part you really need to hear. If a 14-year-old has to get on the internet and explain to a grown adult with national platform that children are children and there's no age where abuse suddenly becomes less bad, then the problem isn't confusion, it's corruption. Because kids my age aren't supposed to be the ones correcting you. We're not supposed to be the moral compass in a room full of adults who should have known better. But here we are. If my voice makes you uncomfortable, good, it should. Because the minute adults start defending predators by debating the age of a child, you're not protecting the truth. You're protecting the predator. And you shouldn't need a freshman to tell you that. Hey, Megan Kelly. I'm Eloise and I'm 14 years old. I just
reposted it. If
everybody could repost that, that'd be great if it could go everywhere, because I think it is powerful that you have a 14-year-old saying, what do you mean I'm not a child? Because I've been through puberty. That's sick.
It's really sick. I have another video of a man from Ukraine. I guess he's here. And I didn't even know this. He broke down what is it called when you pay somebody off to the courts? Settlement. He broke down every settlement that Trump paid for every incident that he had with children.
The very first one was, I think it was 1990 or 91, and the little boy was 11, and he paid the parents $3 million.
Oh, I have it right here. Lord,
and like 2 years later, it was another 11-year-old little boy for ANAL, and it was another $3 million. This is why the man goes bankrupt all the time.
I got it. Let me run this clip. Here we go. Y'all didn't know this.
This will make you truly sick. Trump has paid out millions in settlements over sexual abuse accusations. This is just 5 cases I wanted to mention to you. You probably didn't know from the 90s. So who knows how many happened in the 2000s. But here's one. Michael Parker, a 10-year-old, Mar-a-Lago, Palm Beach in 92. Trump paid his parents $3 million in settlement. Kelly Foyer, 12-year-old, $1 million settlement paid in 89 allegations of forced intercourse in Trump Tower, New York City. Charles Bacon, 11 years old, $3 million, 94 Trump Tower, New York City. Rebecca Conaway, 13 years old, claimed intercourse with Trump Vineyard Estates, Charlottesville, VA, 2012, $5 million settlement. Maria Oliveira, 12 years old, her family was paid $16 million to settle allegations of forcibly intercourse occurring in Mar-a-Lago, Palm Beach, Florida in 93. And this is just the tip of the iceberg. This is insane. This is the American president. And it's like these kind of people should be in prison a long time ago and not allowed to settle any of these cases. I mean, this is criminal. This is not even like some kind of misunderstanding in business. I mean, let me know what you think in the comments. Share this. And if you want to support me, check out links in bio.
To everybody who wonders why during the campaign, I did bring these things up. Well, let y'all know this news station did bring these things up. It was just one. I had one case in particular. It was the 13-year-old girl. And it got scrubbed from the internet, and then I got told I was a liar. So pretty much, even though I had the thing in front of me, yeah, pretty much they didn't give a fuck.
Well, and listen, again, showing my age because I'm in my early 40s, but I remember when Trump had the TV show where he was like finding The Apprentice, wasn't it? Isn't that what it's called?
Yeah.
And a lot of this came out during then because people are like, why are we giving a man such a big platform who's been accused of all this stuff? But the show got ratings, so they stopped talking about it.
Exactly. Ratings. You're exactly right.
All right, that's my soapbox. But yeah, it started with, why is Bill always on the receiving end, man?
I mean, this means he's ruined two. Does this mean he's ruined two presidencies? And another thing, did I have this thing that was put out earlier? Because do you believe, and anybody can come up and answer this question themselves as well, because he could not have that woman's man and he could not be happy with that woman's man, he made the big beautiful bill because to ruin the country instead. Since he couldn't be.
I think he's that petty and that crazy, and not petty in a good way. You know what I mean? 100%.
Yeah.
Also, the money I would pay to be a fly on the wall in the Clinton household right now.
I mean, I think the Clintons are about to make a cool play. If I've read some of those emails correctly, Hillary might come out and say, "Yes, I am a lesbian. We have been living." If it was me, I'm telling you, if I was the political advisor, I'd just come out and be like, "Look, we love the LGBT community. We grew up in a time where I couldn't fully be myself. We did have our child, Chelsea Clinton. We had her, and we do love each other, but I prefer women. He prefers what he likes. We sleep in the same bed, and this is where we're at, and we want to let the LGBT community that we are part of it."
Yeah. No, I think she knew everything. I meant that by them trying to come up with a plan. That's what I mean, to be a fly on the wall on what their step is. Because they can't just ignore it, right? They have to say something.
I was thinking about Chelsea Clinton this morning. It just went through my, I'm like, hold up, I wonder what Chelsea's thinking. Like, what's going on? What's going on?
Really? If that's the situation, would you think she didn't know? Because I think she knew.
Chelsea?
Yeah.
The daughter?
Yeah. I mean, think about how old she is now with her own family.
Did the daughter know?
Jennifer, we need your input on this. Did Chelsea know?
Let's see. Let me get Jennifer over here. She is with grandbabies, though. Jennifer is with the grandbabies, so she might not have that much time, but I did invite her up. Oh, here she go.
Hello, good afternoon, everybody.
Hello.
Okay, so my theory on Chelsea. Okay, so Chelsea was never going to run for politics to begin with, right? She never had her head in the game for that. But do I think she knew? I absolutely think she knew.
Yeah, we agree on that.
After a certain age, I mean, as a child, probably not. But once she hit a certain age and they were out of the White House, she definitely knew. For sure.
Yeah.
And were they in a lavender marriage? Possibly so. Because, I mean, I'm just sitting here shaking my head.
You read some of the stuff.
Yeah, that's where I've been. Listen, the grands have been over here since yesterday, but for 2 days, that's all I've been doing. I ain't even, you should have seen I went in this morning to check my TikTok screen time because y'all can go in there and check to see how much your screen time was. My screen time for Thursday and Friday was a sliver, because I ain't been on here because I've been over yonder in the oversight site. Some of that stuff, man, is...
The part I hope is not true, Jennifer, that I read, I hope she wasn't with young girls.
I believe it.
Listen, I think they're all corrupt, right? Because what is it they say? Power corrupts, absolute power corrupts absolutely, or something like that. And I mean, yeah. At one time, weren't the Clintons held as like the hierarchy of
Yes.
in
Yeah.
America?
Bush,
Yes.
but because they named them Clintons, Bush, and the Rads, or the whoever that is, I
The
don't know.
Rockefellers
I think so because they
or
named
somebody
them.
like that. Yeah. I mean, so, they have a dynasty. They have a dynasty. Don't they still have their foundation?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, a question for
Oh.
you, Petty, with you saying that you hope she wasn't with young girls, right?
Yeah.
We know these men were with young people. Why would we think she wasn't?
Well, he said it. I just hope it wasn't true. He
I
said
know.
it. He
I
said
know.
it. He said it in the thing. I just like I can't be like MAGA and start being like, oh, that I
Oh, I
just
know.
like. But
Yeah.
if it's written in black and white, I know they got pictures. That's all. I know they got pictures, and you can't besides the words, I know they got pictures.
Well, isn't the big vote on Tuesday?
Yep.
Do we
They're
know how that's leaning? Is it still leaning to release them?
I think they're going to give them to us.
Yeah.
I think listen, and I don't think they're giving them to us because we want them, y'all. They're giving them to us with an ulterior motive. Everybody knows that, right?
What do you think that is? I thought it was to change the system and lock people up, but what do you think the motive is?
I mean, I think it's like what we talked about earlier. I think they either want to invoke Article 2 or they want to invoke Amendment is it 25 where they just remove him?
No, they all got to go.
I mean, I agree with that. But you have to think who's behind JD, like Peter Thiel, which is the owner of Palantir.
Right.
He's got all the tech billionaires behind him. So it doesn't really matter if he fits MAGA's base, he fits the tech billionaires' vision for what Project 2025 is supposed to do and how it's supposed to go.
Can they finish it without him? Can they finish it without him?
Without Trump or without JD?
Without Trump?
Yeah, because JD's worse than Trump.
So, Jennifer, here's my wheels of turning, right? So, if they do the 25 and just get rid of Trump and JD comes and takes place, right? And that's why they're pushing so hard on the JD and Erica thing right now?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, yeah, because of course they don't want JD's wife, his sitting wife there, right? We know that because the base will never.
Oh.
Yeah, that just got my wheels a turning because I've been reading and watching all the stuff about JD and Erica and blah blah blah, and I'm like, oh, that makes sense now.
But hold up, they just put out something on her. They just put something out on her and her company and saying that she might be the reason Charlie's gone. They just put out this thing saying that overseas her modeling company or something is a part of an investigation into using those people on a base.
I mean, they've been saying since the day after it happened that people were saying she thinks she was behind it, that it wasn't anybody else.
Yes, yeah. But let me see if I can find the story because did I download it? I might didn't download it because I didn't want to touch it. I probably didn't download it.
Yeah, that's why I asked Jennifer that question the other day because I wasn't sure how that worked. Like, if Trump was ousted, would JD stay in? Because I don't even see how that happens, but I get it.
Yeah, I don't know. And they think I've read that some conspiracy theorists think that Erica is a Mossad agent, which might not be far-fetched, right?
A what agent?
That's why I was like, what is Mossad?
Mossad is working for Benjamin. Which she did meet him. She did meet Charlie in the I country before they met over here and started dating. They met in the I country like 6 months before they met in the States and started dating.
I did not know that either.
Mm-hmm. She was over there with her mother, and he was over there for some kind of trip, and they just randomly bumped into each other and met. And then when they come back to the States several months later, they met again and started dating.
Well, because didn't she say when she first met him, she didn't care for him?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I thought.
So, but I don't know. But yeah, the whole files. I mean, it is a plan to take everybody down. And it will clean house, right? When the files come, it will clean house. I'm gonna say that a lot of the sitting House members that are in there are probably ones that are due to retire anyway. Or ones that know that they wouldn't get reelected in a reelection anyway, so they're probably like they're on their way out the door. And they're trying to bog us down with so much information because, like I said, remember, the Democrats only released 2 emails. It was the Republicans that released those 22,000 or 2,200, however many more got released of those emails last week.
Yeah. Yep.
Why would they then who's playing? They both playing this hand then, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. What do we always say? 2 wings, same bird. 2 wings, same bird. They're both dirty. Yeah.
Well, I hope they use Article 2.
I hope they do too.
I don't want more.
Okay, so for people, Article 2 will remove the whole administration. Any administration that Trump has put into place, Article 2 removes. Amendment 25 only removes the president and allows the vice president to take over. Resignation will only be the president and allow the vice president to take over.
Well, thank you for explaining that because I didn't know. So yeah, Article 2 is what we need.
Yeah, because I don't want no more of this Project 2025. It's at 48%, and I'd just rather it be at 48% and they fixed it.
Right. Because the more they complete, the faster it goes, right? So they complete a step, then it double times the next step. They complete that step, then you're cha-chawing to the next step. So, yeah. Hi, Zozo. How are you today?
Good afternoon.
All right. Well, I'm going to go back downstairs now.
Thank you.
So you're welcome, sir. Good to see you day by day. I'm going to go down here.
You too. Me too. Drop me too, Patty.
I got to test something. Hey, I got to test something before I play this article. How many people still like Erica Kirk before I even play this article? How many Erica Kirk fans in here? You got a test. Hold on. Doesn't Chief Justice of Pro Tempore reach the trial? Now, how many? Yeah, you got a test. I got a test. Got to see if I can even play this article. I got to see if I can even play this article. Cause last time I pissed people off, and I'm trying to be a very happy mood, and I ain't trying to piss nobody off now. So I gave an opportunity. And now I'm going to play the article. Can't be mad at me. I gave an opportunity.
Leslie Hernandez just dropped the bombshell affidavit translated to English from the military base where Erica Kirk's Romanian angels were being investigated for child.
Let me show you. That's good. Hold on. That's good. Let me show you. All right, this is the article about Erica Kirk and her Romanian angels. All right, I'll start it over.
Hernandez just dropped the bombshell affidavit translated to English from the military base where Erica Kirk's Romanian angels were being investigated for alleged child. It says the criminals seek to establish the brothel that served U.S. military in the military base of UMO 1837 in M. Cognizant in the year of 2015 to 2012, which has been Trump Meadows for several months. And then it goes on to say, the building, according to the statement, their blank, which is censored out, their censor commander, in which several were young women forced to have sex with the U.S. military. Among them were some minors who were under guard, according to the statements. U.S. Army civilian employees at the cognate base. So you literally have the affidavit right here that tells you that allegedly Erica Kirk's Romanian Angels organization was tied directly to a U.S. military base in Romania where they were literally children.
I'm just a news reporter.
Where the women were kept under guard on a U.S. military base.
I'm just a news reporter.
The only one who can charge
I am just a news reporter.
Is who? Oh, the United States. So when you guys wonder why the hell we give billions of dollars to these third world countries, it's most likely because the United States military is involved with running child trafficking operations around this entire effing country. You think people like Mark Meadows weren't wearing high heels and walking around the Capitol because they weren't out taking children? Do you understand how rotten and corrupt our entire government is? CPS, our own government agency that's supposed to protect American children, is literally 480,000 children from their parents who love them. And if you don't believe me, stay tuned for my new documentary called Never in America. I had to go to the country. I'm down here in El Salvador right now because we're getting ready to release my new film. And I can't do it in my own country because I feel like the only ones they start.
This is nothing. I'm a news reporter. This is nothing. This is 77 News. This is now turned into a party. Since you asked, we are going to start twerking. We're going to start twerking. So that was it. I don't listen. Go to
Destiny Renendez
white
just dropped the
Phoenix
bombshell affidavit translated to English from the military base where Erica
333
Kirk's Romanian Angels were
Ryan
being
Mack.
investigated for child.
We're about to start twerking. We're getting away from that story and we are going to twerk mode. We are going into twerk mode.
Money in my pen, my drop bag up on the beat. No, I'm the type to pull outside, blow out his brain, leave him on the dick. They say, who that? I be the Kim, I be the one that park his shit. We hit that bitch up at his house and now he's screaming like a bitch. And let him pop the bounce around just like a bunny from them bullets. Let that fat boy in his son, now he can dunk from the little foot. Been bunch of shit, the stuff of shit that ain't portray me as a bully. Been in that fences of the Jaeger, I'm a bet I ain't no word. That boy, bitch, he at the tender, I won't crash, brought no pussy. Instead of dissing on that.
We're twerking for a minute. Let's twerk for a second. Yeah, we're not doing nothing here. I did not cover anything. He didn't cover shit. He didn't cover nothing. I did not just play a story. I didn't play a story. I didn't do shit. I didn't play a story. I didn't play one story. I didn't know. I didn't do what I wanted. I did not play a story just then. We were twerking the whole time. We just over here dancing and twerking. We just been twerking this whole time. No story came up. You nothing but saw on my screen. Yeah. It was a glitch. TikTok was glitching. TikTok was glitching.
Yeah, me and your bitch playing pity pat. She got a fat ass nigga, give me that. Jamaican boy with the kitty cat.
Yeah, it was a glitch. Whatever. It was a TikTok glitch. All right? It was a TikTok glitch. I did not show anything. I didn't show anything. We actually do a great deal of talking about damn, hey, you and my son today, boy. I swear to God, I'm mad at y'all Pokemon Go joints. Because I ain't getting that now one of them joints today, but both of y'all catching them joints today. We do a high, let me, simple note he sent me. We do a high level of conspiracies here, so I'm finna go to our X-Files, y'all just, good job pissing me off. Why you get so mad about Pokemon Go? Why you mad about Pokemon? Don't you worry about why we mad about trying to catch them all. Let's go to our bit. Hi, my name is Gary Hathaway, and I'm here to bring you a high-level story right out the UFO files.
This bizarre in Florida. What you
Here's
think?
a bizarre vehicle in there, and from Florida.
Watch the video and tell me what you think.
this aircraft was over Florida.
Well, folks, it's time to kick it old school. So you can feel cool. Give it to me, baby. Baby. Yeah.
Now, the Baltimore police officer who was driving that vehicle is charged with attempted murder.
That's Baltimore police officer Robert Parks asking a pedestrian to come with him around 5 p.m. on October 28th.
He's not getting paid. I think he got fired.
To refuse and
he got
starts
fired.
walking away. Officer Parks then allegedly tells the individual he's going to call the dogs and come get him before returning to his vehicle and pursuing the man through a vacant lot in his cruiser at a high rate of speed, allegedly striking him and nearly running him over. According to the indictment, the incident started moments earlier when Officer Parks approached a group of people, including the man later seen on the video, who were standing on a sidewalk near a liquor store. Parks then allegedly said to the group, quote, "It's getting a little hot, guys. I just need you guys to take a lap." The video begins shortly after the group dispersed.
The actions we saw in that video of Officer Parks are entirely unacceptable.
This video is for every single one of us. All right? A slick reminder here in America where things are going. Not only with law enforcement, but also with your ICE agencies. Please be careful if you're going to be in these streets. Please do not be a hero. Please don't get run over. Good day to you, Miss Bella. I hope Sunday goes beautiful for you tomorrow. I hope it's a beautiful Sunday for you, Bella, tomorrow. I hope that they grace your presence with all their fine eyes and graciously give you all the attention that is needed. I hope. And I know I'm pissing somebody off, but I can't help it. I have to do this. I have to do this. I hope Bella has an amazing day tomorrow. An amazing day. And don't nobody cuss me out. Don't nobody get pissed off at me for saying that. I ain't gonna start no shit. I'm gonna stop. Did y'all hear me? They gonna bring my ass in the fire. They'll put my toes to the fire All right, let me cover this story about the shutdown that you should be aware of, that if you aren't prepared, you need to know this. So let's cover this story. Come on, roll.
The government shutdown ain't over. Who got y'all feeling like that? Who got y'all feeling like that? The government shutdown is not over. I don't care what the New York Times says. All they ever did was drag the body off the street so the Christmas lights don't look awkward. That's all it was. If this was really over, they wouldn't have stamped an expiration date on the side of it. Do you get what I'm saying? January 30th is not a date, don't make a budget. It's a timer for a bomb, and we're in a bomb shelter while they get to argue over who twists the detonator at us. They said it was about helping Americans, though. I know they said that. But think deeper for 1 second. Those 40 days of missed income is a lifetime for a poor household. Right? They said it was necessary, but the damage didn't pause, it metastasized. Right? That's all it really did.
Want you to, so for those furloughed workers or anybody that works in the feds and you got your money, this reopening of the government, we are going to finish this 4-minute clip. I want you to remember that this is capitalism. We live in a capitalist society. If they don't have you spending money, the economics in this country don't match up. They had to pay you because the banks need liquid money. Please remember this. So please don't get out here going ham with that check that they temporarily gave you. Please remember this. Please remember this. For those people that work in the federal government, please, and if you know somebody that works in the federal government, please pull their ear to you and tell them that they need to start budgeting every single dollar. They are going to not get the most expensive things this holiday season. They are going to have to tell their kids, hey, I can only get you one gift or however many gifts, and get the Christmas tree out and be thankful for whatever gifts they have. But please let them know to not capitulate and spend all that money. Pay their bills and put the rest of it away, because January is right around the corner. Let's continue this video.
They said workers will get back pay, but contractors will go hungry. Caretakers go broke. Children lose stability. The children lose stability that a check in January won't resurrect. I'm just telling you the facts, right? They said benefits will continue, but SNAP was throttled into a humanitarian crisis.
It sure has been.
They turned SNAP into a humanitarian crisis. Mothers choosing between food and heat. That's what happens. While politicians debated photo ops, debated what Chuck Schumer was going to say. They said credit damage can be fixed, but your rent had a longer conversation with your landlord, didn't it? It sure did. It had a longer conversation with your landlord than Congress had with each other. Your credit card did not care about that furlough.
Nope.
It sure didn't. It cared about the minimum payment. And they said this is behind us, but January is right in front of us, like a cliff pretending to be on the calendar. I want you to understand.
We get here because I have you on a roller coaster. And I get you real high, and we going right down to shoot into reality. Yeah, baby, this is the part of the news that I love. Yeah, don't be looking at my sweat stains either. At least you know I wear deodorant too. That's what all this, deodorant. Deodorant. So up we go, down we coming.
The government really reopened. If the government really reopened, if y'all are so right, why does every household still look like the shutdown never left? Why does it still look like that? Why is January already preloading the same pain? Why is the fuel set to 50 days instead of a fiscal year? Why is every agency whispering freeze everything until the next collapse? Why are they all saying that? Why do workers still feel like they're being budgeted around an earthquake? Because this wasn't a reopening. They did not reopen. It was an intermission. The crisis is on a lunch break. I want you to really sit with this, right? Picture this. A house catches on fire. The fire department hoses it for 10 minutes, just long enough to keep it from collapsing before Christmas pictures, right? And then they leave. The smoke keeps rising, the beams keep cracking, and the fire keeps breathing beneath those walls. And when you tap the front door, guess what you read on the note? We'll be back January 30th. That's what they said. That is what they said to you. Right after you just watched the smoke rise up in that house. They did not put that fire out. In fact, they just scheduled the next one. So we're going to speak with no euphemism. I'm going to be straightforward with y'all. 40 days is long enough to ruin someone. Someone is ruined right now, right? Credit scores that have fallen through trap doors, savings that are evaporating, rent that got renegotiated with the threat standing behind it. That's what happened in real life. In real life, SNAP families were pushed into emergency mode. Mental health cracked. Contractors lost 2 months of...
Pause. Very, very important for me to mention this. If you can't hear what he's saying, he's talking too fast, gotta pause for you. Not only furloughed workers, but people who are on government benefits, SSI, SSDI, SNAP, and WIC. This temporary relief is temporary. Please understand that. Please plan accordingly with essentials and canned goods. Look at expiration dates of the goods that you are going to buy in bulk. Because if they cut the cards off and they already took the $5 billion of contingency money, please understand, they are playing a long game. They are playing a game to starve America into the Great Depression on purpose. And I figured it out. I did figure that part out. So people can sell off stuff. Like in the Depression, they sell it off, right? And then if you're smart enough, you go buy that. Yeah, go get your formula too. You go buy it while it's cheap. And the next thing you know, you have a new generation of millionaires. They're doing it on purpose to set up generations worth of wealth that comes into their pocket, and anybody that's smart enough is going to get in on board as well. And you're saying, Petty, what do you mean? What do you mean? So stocks like Visa, Apple, Google, Android, and a plethora of other stocks are going to lose their stock value anywhere from 60 to 70%. So you would buy if you have the money. You would buy. Listen, I'm a steward of two people, two wonderful radio hosts and two professors, Dr. Greg Carr and Karen Hunter. A Karen rebel myself. But if you are financially able and you are not one of the people that is going to be hampered or none of this stuff is going to affect you, you do have an opportunity. You do have an opportunity to set up your family for generations to come. There's going to be a stock that used to cost $200 that's going to be all the way down to $20 or $50. And you can buy it while it's down because it's going to go back up. Phones are still going to be made and people are still going to be using Visa credit cards even if we go into a crypto system. And when those stocks rise all back up, guess what? You can sell. You can sell. I'll give you the list. I'll give you the list. The thing that you only have to do is to make sure you have those waiting in your cart. Oh, no, it's not the time to play yet. Not right now. Not right now. Listen to me. They are expecting people to start selling, liquidating. And that means the market is going to experience a drop, basically a catastrophic it's going to be like Kmart. It's going to be like Kmart. It's going to be like Circuit City. When they start bringing down all the prices, the lower, they got so much inventory, now they need to sell, so they're gonna drop whatever that TV was for $1,000 is now $100. But imagine that $100 being $10. Do I have a list? Of course. Of course. And even if you can only get one of those stocks, still be set for something when it goes back up. So, I am not a financial advisor, but I am a person that watches very closely and well read. Yeah, there's a lot of things that history repeats. So let's continue this.
Income they'll never get back. That's just what happened. That's what happened. Right? I'm gonna tell you what else happened. Federal workers lived in a form of suspended animation. That's what they lived in. And now the country's being told, relax, it's handled. Handle where? Handle where? I'm looking for it. Handle how? By who? Who's even doing something? January is not a return to normal. I don't want you to even think about it because the shutdown never ended. It never ended. January is the same fish you just escaped, coming back with brass.
Your vision is true.
That's what it really is. I'm just telling you the facts right now.
Believe yourself.
So if they can pin you down for 40 days at once, hear me right quick. If they can pay...
How I'm going to do the list is I'm going to get the video to play. And if you write anything down from the video, that's on you. If you don't write anything down, it's not for you. I'm going to get the video for this. And If you just use the 5 or 4, there are 6 that are named in the video, cool. But you have to listen very carefully to the video to then multiply 5 or 6 companies by 10. Okay, I'm gonna do that for you.
You down for 40 days at once. What makes you think January isn't the rematch they've been waiting for? What makes you think that ain't the case? I'm just being honest. You survived the shutdown, that's cool. But the shutdown really hasn't stopped. It really hasn't stopped. It stepped out of the room and just to let the bomb keep ticking for a little while longer. That's where we are right now. So I want you to sit with that while all these people try to take credit and act like the shutdown ended. The shutdown is not over.
No, I'm gonna do it today and I'll do it another day. I'm gonna get it today so I have a hard copy for myself today, because I had watched this video at the beginning of the year and I didn't pay it any mind until we got to this point, and I'm like, oh, that's true then now.
It's not. It's not. This is just a 2-round match. So hope y'all got a better understanding of it, because
but you'll be able to listen to it on YouTube, Jocelyn.
In reality, I'm telling you, it pissed me off, but I understand why it pissed me off so much. Is because we about to go back to back with the same shit.
All right, let me get that video. The name of my YouTube is, let me get a picture. Hold on, I'll be right back. And you can listen to to stay. You can find it on Pastor Petty News channel 777 right there, or at Pastor Petty Clay. You can put that in. See if I could find the exact video that it was. I don't like that bear market. I like the simple one. I like it, a very simple video. It's really simple. Maybe I need to put it in different. Transfer wealth. Please follow and subscribe. Thank you. Thank you. Is it this one? It might be that one, but that's a 6-part. You don't need like a 6-part of it. I might have to go to that one though. I don't know about that. I don't like the really scary ones. I like the educational ones. The ones that are really simple to understand and like, okay. Because it happened during the financial crisis of 2008, 1929, and 2011, and also happened. So this massive I think this is it. But that may not be the. Might be this. Here we go.
We're in stage 5. That's not opinion. That's pattern recognition. And if history repeats, and it always does, you have 18 months from right now until the bottom. 18 months from stage 5 to complete collapse. That's how long it took in 1929. From the moment the smart money saw the crack to the moment the Dow lost 89% of its value. 18 months. And we can map every single month because the pattern never changes. September 1929, stage 5 began. The market was at all-time highs. Everyone believed it would last forever. Insiders were quietly selling. Margin debt had reached 8% of GDP. Valuations had detached completely from earnings. The mathematics guaranteed what came next. October 1920.
You can actually, and if you ever want to do it, you can go put 1929 in the market, and there are so many wonderful educational videos about patterns.
9. The crack. The first liquidation wave. November through December, false hope and dead cat bounces. January through June 1930, the slow grind down. July through December 1930, accelerating collapse. January through March 1931, capitulation. By March 1931, 18 months after stage 5 began, the Dow had fallen from 381 to 160, a 58% decline. But that wasn't the bottom. The bottom came 2 years later at 41, an 89% total loss. But the 18-month mark is when most of the damage happens, when fortunes are destroyed, when the middle class gets wiped out. Right now, in November 2025, we're at the same stage 5 moments September 1929 was. The
patterns, they all are the same right now. It is devastating to think about people going hungry and being hungry right now. But what also is true, and we were able to see a couple of these things, is that it is true that people are in that era right now where they are taking out their savings and all that type of stuff. And we are in that moment, but let's continue.
Indicators are identical. Insider selling at record levels. Margin debt approaching 8% of GDP. Warren Buffett sitting on $325 billion in cash.
This is very true. If you go look up Warren Buffett, and if he's bought any stocks, you can go look. You will see that he is sitting on a stockpile of cash. A stockpile of cash. These reports were not just reported today, and I usually don't talk about Warren Buffett. I think he does some wonderful things that'll teach you how to save, because one of the smartest things he does with his money, being a billionaire, is he rides the subway station. He does not have a chauffeur. He rides the subway station. A billionaire that rides the subway station. That should put a lot of thought into how you are spending in a capitalist society if a billionaire is riding the New York subway system, because he understands that you don't have to spend all your money on chauffeurs, that he could take himself. So I hope you understand.
Valuations that make no fundamental sense. The smart money has exited, and that means we're starting the same 18-month countdown. If the pattern holds, and the pattern always holds, we're looking at May 2027 as the 18-month mark. The moment when most wealth will have transferred from those forced to sell to those positioned to buy. I'm going to show you exactly what happened month by month from September 1929 to March 1931. Then I'm going to overlay that timeline on 2025 to 2027.
What about those stocks? Not right now. It's not right now. You want to buy at bargain bin prices. You want it to count. You don't want to buy something at $200 right now. You want them to drop the price to $20 and get 10 of them. You are waiting till the price drops. Does that make sense? You're not trying to do nothing right now. You want it to do what 2011 did. When it did hurt a lot of people's families, the refinance mortgages, but people made bank. And if I had this knowledge back then, if I had this knowledge back then, boy, I would have been a rich kid back then.
Show you what to watch for each month. When the selling accelerates, when the false hope appears,
yes.
When the real capitulation hits, and most importantly, when you need to act if you're going to survive this. Because the crash isn't one day. It's not Black Tuesday and then it's over. It's 18 months of systematic wealth destruction. And right now, the clock just started. September 3rd, 1929. The Dow Jones Industrial Average closes at 381.17. It's all-time high, a level it won't reach again for 25 years. At this moment, almost nobody sees what's coming. The newspapers are bullish. Investment advisors are telling clients to buy more. Irving Fisher, the most respected economist in America, is giving speeches about the permanently high plateau. But a few people see it. Joseph Kennedy, one of the most successful speculators of the decade, is liquidating his positions. He understands the mathematics of margin debt. When everyone owns stocks on 10% margin, a 10% decline wipes out their equity. When their equity is gone, brokers liquidate. When brokers liquidate, prices fall further. It becomes self-reinforcing. And once it starts, nothing stops it until...
Listen, if y'all pay attention to the financial news, I want you to know there's several brokerages already yesterday and today that they have put in the news that are closing.
All the leverage is purged. Bernard Baruch is also out. He's converted to cash and government bonds by September. He's seen bubbles before. 1907, earlier panics. He knows the signs. The manic conversation, the religious certainty, the dismissal of any skepticism. It's always the same before it collapses. European money is fleeing. British banks have been quietly selling American stocks since August. They've seen this before. The South Sea Bubble in 1720, railway mania in the 1840s. They know that when valuations detach from fundamentals completely, when speculation becomes universal, that's the most dangerous moment. Corporate insiders are selling in massive quantities, not diversification, systematic liquidation. Executives and directors who know their companies better than anyone are unloading 50%, 60%, 70% of their holdings. Because
if you wanted to look up something, you could also look up banks and liquidation, and them also banks and keeping more cash on hand. You could look it up. That's happening today.
they know the stock prices don't match the reality of their businesses. They know the earnings don't justify the multiples. They're cashing out while retail investors are still buying the dream. And here's the critical detail almost nobody notices. Corporate earnings peaked in the second quarter of 1929. By September, they're declining. Factory orders are falling. Industrial production is down. Commodity prices are weakening. The real economy is already rolling over, but stock prices keep climbing, completely disconnected. This divergence is the signature of stage 5, when prices rise purely on belief, on momentum, on the assumption that what went up will keep going up. This is where we are right now in November 2025. The Dow and S&P at or near all-time highs. Warren Buffett with $325 billion in cash, more than he's ever held. Corporate insiders selling at levels not seen since 2007. Right before the last crash, margin debt approaching record levels as percentage of GDP. Corporate earnings showing signs of weakness. The exact same pattern, the exact same stage. September 1929 was stage 5. November 2025 is stage 5. And what came next in 1929 tells us exactly what comes next now.
I need the other video. Okay, I think, are these the same? No.
Investors who questioned the strategy. Both Burry and Paulson were in stage 1 from 2005 to two investors who
No. We need the money part. Somebody has a money part. Come to me or a hard loaner and pay a big fee in payments, but I'll give you a set time. Could I be the hard loaner? If I have enough money, could I be the hard loaner? And what's the guarantee?
Stage 1 is complete. The smart money is out. Stage 2 is buy volatility insurance 6 to 12 months before the crash.
That's a great
This
idea.
is when sophisticated investors don't just exit long positions. They buy protection that pays if markets fall. In modern markets, this means buying put options, VIX calls, or credit default swaps. The key is that stage 2 happens before the crash is obvious, before most people are worried, when volatility is low and insurance is cheap. Let me show you how this worked historically and what's happening now. In 1929, the
whoever that was who told me insurance, it made sense. I was watching, I said, oh, now, okay, all right.
equivalent of volatility insurance was shorting stocks. After Kennedy and Baruch exited their long positions, they began building short positions. Shorting means borrowing shares, selling them at current prices, and hoping to buy them back cheaper later. If you short a stock at $100 and it falls to $50, you make $50 per share. Kennedy established short positions in multiple stocks through the summer and early fall of 1929. He was paying borrowing costs, a form of premium, while stocks kept rising. But he understood that when the crash came, these positions would explode in value. The crash began October 24th, Black Thursday. By the end of
So we about to bring back, so this business I do remember reading about in the Great Depression. So I do remember reading about this business, and then this business, it keeps coming and going. It keeps coming and going. It's not like a payday loan, but this right here, okay, I see millions. I see millions. This is how they got the British banks debt. I see it. Okay.
October, stocks were down 30%. By November, down 50%. Within 3 years, the market fell 89% from peak to trough. Kennedy's short positions made millions. The exact figures aren't public because disclosure requirements didn't exist then. But estimates based on his known wealth accumulation suggest Kennedy made between $15 and $50 million from shorting. That's equivalent to several hundred million today. This is stage 2 paying off. He'd bought insurance, paid premiums while the market rose, and collected massively when it crashed. In 2008, Burry and Paulson's credit default swaps were stage 2 instruments. From 2005 to 2007, they paid premiums every month. The swaps cost roughly 2 to 4% annually on the notional amount insured. If you bought $100 million in insurance, you paid $2 to $4 million per year, with no payout if mortgages didn't default. For 2 years, Burry and Paulson paid these premiums and watched the housing market keep rising. Their investors revolted. Some tried to force redemptions, wanting their money back before Burry lost it all. Burry had to lock up the fund to prevent investor panic, but he understood stage 2. You pay for insurance when it's cheap before the disaster is obvious. In 2007, subprime defaults started rising. By early 2008, major financial institutions were reporting massive losses. Bear Stearns collapsed in March 2008, sold to J.P. Morgan in a government-arranged fire sale.
That's why I'm playing this. And you're absolutely right, and I need to say that. If you can't afford to lose it, you can't loan it. But payouts are huge if you're with risk. When it comes to this insurance thing. Now, in here somewhere, they're going to say something else, okay?
Lehman Brothers filed for bankruptcy in September 2008, the largest bankruptcy in American history, and the credit default swaps exploded in value. Contracts Burry bought for a few million in premiums paid out hundreds of millions when the underlying bonds defaulted. Paulson's fund, which bought tens of billions in notional insurance, collected $15 billion when it paid out. The premiums they paid for 2 years were irrelevant compared to the payout. Bill Ackman executed a perfect stage 2 in March 2020. When COVID hit and markets started falling, Ackman bought credit default swaps on investment-grade corporate bonds. He spent $27 million on this insurance. Within weeks, as panic accelerated and markets crashed 35%,
Agreed.
those swaps paid out $2,600 million. That's a 96-to-1 return in less than a month. Ackman then immediately used that cash to buy stocks at the bottom, which we'll discuss in stage 4. But the point is, stage 2. He bought insurance at exactly the right moment, and it paid off massively. Now, let's look at what's happening in 2025. Volatility insurance comes in several forms. Put options, which give the holder...
Okay, this is the part where maybe you got a pen and you start writing. This is the writing part. Put options, This is the writing part.
The right to sell stocks at a predetermined price. VIX options, which bet on volatility spiking. Credit default swaps on corporate bonds or mortgage securities. And the activity in these markets is surging. The put-call ratio, which measures the volume of put options relative to call options, has been elevated through 2024 and 2025. This ratio normally sits around 0.6 to 0.8. When it rises above 1, it indicates more puts than calls are being bought. More investors buying insurance than buying speculative upside bets. The ratio has been persistently elevated, indicating institutional hedging. VIX call options, which profit when volatility spikes, have seen unusual activity. Large institutional purchases of VIX calls expiring in mid-2025 and late 2025. These are bets that markets will crash during that window. The positions are large enough, tens of millions in premium, that they can't be retail traders gambling. These are institutions buying insurance. They're paying premiums now, expecting a massive payout later. Credit default swaps on commercial mortgage-backed securities.
Now, I hope you understand. It's just a game, okay? It's a game you can play with $1, $10, or $20. You don't have to do your holes. You don't have to do all that. You can play this game. Yeah, crashes happen. Money's lost. Yeah. This is the game that rich people play. This is the game that rich people play. Okay? Just trying to let you know this is a rich person's game. All right? And they don't want you to know about this. Anything that you are hearing, any of the stuff that you are listening to right now, you're not supposed to know about any of this stuff. You're not supposed to. You are supposed to be in shambles when the market crashes. You're supposed to be crying over food prices and all type of stuff. Yeah, this is that fast money. This fucking game right here. If you happen to be here today, going past, if you are here right now in this moment listening to this, you are never supposed to hear this. And in the future, if you win this game, one day just come back to me and say thank you. And I just be like, it ain't even nothing, thanks. Just say it like that. It's nothing but thank you. And I know what that means. It's nothing but thank you.
Securities have spiked in price. The cost to insure against defaults in commercial real estate has increased 300 to 500% since 2021. This tells you that sophisticated investors believe commercial real estate will collapse and these swaps will pay out massively. Someone is paying these elevated premiums because they've done the math. Office buildings sitting 40 to 50% vacant, mortgages coming due that can't be refinanced at current interest rates. Defaults are inevitable. And when they happen, these credit default swaps will explode in value, just like the subprime swaps did in 2008. Bill Ackman publicly discussed buying protection in 2024. In interviews and investor letters, Ackman said he is considering hedges similar to what he did in March 2020 because he sees risks in commercial real estate and regional banks. He hasn't disclosed the exact positions because hedge funds don't have to. But the fact that he's talking about it publicly tells you he's already positioned. This is stage 2. Buying insurance before the crash is obvious. Paying premiums while markets still feel stable and waiting for the inevitable payout. Stage 1 is complete. The smart money is out. Stage 2 is buy volatility insurance 6 to 12 months before the crash. This is when sophisticated investors don't just exit long positions. They buy protection that pays if markets fall.
I gotta get
In modern markets, this means buying.
We gotta get part 3. That's part 2. We gotta get part 3. That's part 4. We need part 3. Let me go here. That was part 2. Hold on. We are here.
Stage 3 is short specific sectors 3 to 6 months before the crash. This is the most aggressive stage. It's not just holding cash or buying insurance. It's actively betting against specific industries or companies that are the most vulnerable. Stage 3 requires precision. You're not just shorting the market generally. You're identifying exactly which sectors will collapse first and positioning accordingly. In 2008,
I want to let you know right now, I'm a fucking idiot. Don't you ever think I'm smart? Don't ever come asking me any question. I'm absolutely an idiot. We definitely don't have any money. Yeah, whatever you is, I am an idiot, okay? I'm an absolutely insane idiot, not out here trying to get land purchases or anything. I'm not doing a damn thing. I sit on my ass all day. Yeah, let's go with that. Yeah, I sit on my ass all day. I'm gonna go with that. Let's go with that. I'm a fucking idiot. I sit on my ass all day. I don't take care. I ain't on the 9 to 5 or nothing like that. He's just a user. Okay.
Some cookies?
Yeah, he got some cookies. Yeah. I don't want anybody getting any ideas that this guy's smart. None of those ideas to pop through your head. Absolute idiot.
Stage 3 was where Burry, Paulson, and others made the biggest money. They weren't just betting against housing generally. They identified specific tranches of specific mortgage bonds that were most likely to default. Burry analyzed loan level data and found the worst mortgages. Subprime loans in Florida, California, Arizona, and Nevada, where speculation was most extreme. Adjustable rate mortgages resetting in 2007 and 2008, when borrowers couldn't afford the new payments. He shorted those specific bonds. When defaults hit, those bonds went to zero. Burry's credit default swaps paid out at maximum value. Paulson did the same with mortgage bonds. But he also shorted specific financial companies. In 2007 and early 2008, before it was obvious these firms would fail, Paulson shorted Lehman Brothers, Bear Stearns, and Washington Mutual. These were not popular trades. Wall Street analysts rated these stocks as buys or strong buys. The consensus was that these firms were too big to fail, that the government would never let major financial institutions collapse. But Paulson saw their exposure to subprime mortgages. He knew they were insolvent. Their assets, the mortgage-backed securities, were worth far less than the liabilities, the money they owed to creditors and depositors. When Bear Stearns collapsed in March 2008, Paulson made a fortune on that.
Also, Bear Stearns is listed in those documents. Isn't it a coincidence? Nothing's ever a coincidence. But if you go look at those documents and you put in Bear Stearns, yeah, just
Short position alone. The stock went from over $100 to $2 in a matter of weeks. When Lehman filed for bankruptcy in September 28, another massive payout. The stock went to zero. Shareholders wiped out. But Paulson, who was short, made billions. His fund's total returns from 2007 to 2009 were approximately $28 billion across all strategies. Most of that came from stage 3, shorting specific companies and bonds that were most exposed. Now, let's examine what's being shorted in 2025. The two sectors flashing maximum vulnerability are commercial real estate and regional banks. And the smart money is building massive short positions in both. Commercial real estate has entered a death spiral that most people don't understand yet. Office buildings across America sit 40 to 50% vacant due to permanent remote work. Companies that used to lease 5 floors now lease 2. This isn't temporary. Remote and hybrid work are permanent changes to how corporate America operates. These buildings were financed with mortgages at 3% interest rates when money was cheap. Those mortgages are now maturing and need to be refinanced, but current interest rates are 7 to 9%.
Yep, JP.
That's triple the interest rate. A building that barely generated enough rental income to cover debt service at 3% interest is bankrupt at 8% interest. The math doesn't work. Building values have dropped 40 to 60% in many markets because buyers understand the properties can't support the debt at current rates. When these mortgages can't be refinanced, the owners will default. They'll hand the keys to the lender and walk away. This has already begun. Brookfield Asset Management, one of the world's largest real estate owners, defaulted on 2 Los Angeles office towers in 2024. Just walked away, stopped making payments, gave the buildings to the lender. This wasn't because Brookfield is in financial trouble. It's because those specific buildings are worth less than the mortgages. It's economically rational to default. Over $2 trillion in commercial mortgages come due during 2025 and 2026. A significant portion will not be refinanced. Defaults will cascade, and the lenders holding those mortgages, primarily regional banks, will realize massive losses. Hedge funds have built short positions in commercial mortgage-backed securities. These are the same types of securities that collapsed in 2008, except instead of residential mortgages, they're backed by commercial property loans. The credit default swaps on these securities have spiked in price because everyone sees this coming. When the defaults accelerate through 2025 and 2026, these shorts will pay off massively. Regional banks are the second target. And this is where stage 3 gets really interesting because we've already seen the preview. Silicon Valley Bank collapsed in March 2023 in the second largest bank failure in American history.
You remember that? You remember that? I mean, like, that's when my prep started. It's 20. I started prepping in about 2023. I mean, I wasn't preparing in 2023. I wasn't doing anything.
Signature Bank failed the same week. First Republic Bank failed in May 2023. Sold to J.P. Morgan at a huge loss to the FDIC. New York Community Bank nearly failed in early 2024, saved only by emergency capital injection. These failures happened even though we weren't in a recession yet. They failed because they held long-term bonds and mortgages that lost value when interest rates rose rapidly in 2022 and 2023. But the bigger issue is commercial real estate exposure. Regional banks are the primary lenders for commercial real estate. The big banks, J.P. Morgan, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, they have some commercial real estate loans, but it's a small percentage of their portfolio. Regional banks have massive exposure. 20, 30, sometimes 40% of their loan book is commercial real estate. When those loans start defaulting, when office buildings are worth half of the loan amount, the banks have to recognize losses. Those losses eat through the bank's capital. When capital falls below regulatory minimums, regulators close the bank. Short sellers have identified the specific regional banks with the most commercial real estate exposure. This information is public. Banks disclose their loan composition in quarterly reports. You can see which banks have the highest concentration in CRE loans, which banks are in markets with the worst office vacancy rates: San Francisco, New York, Chicago, Los Angeles. Short interest in these banks, the percentage of shares that have been sold short has spiked. Major hedge funds are betting these banks will fail. Some regulators and politicians argue that short selling is predatory, that it causes bank runs through spreading fear. But that's backwards causation. The banks are insolvent because of bad loans. Short sellers are just recognizing reality before regulators admit it publicly. This is stage 3 playing out right now. Precision targeting. Not shorting the entire market, which is expensive and imprecise, but identifying the specific sectors, specific companies, specific securities that will collapse first and hardest. The smart money is in stage 3. They've built short positions in commercial real estate securities and regional banks. They're paying borrowing costs to maintain these shorts. And they're waiting for the collapse that will make these positions explode in value. When commercial real estate defaults cascade in late 2025 and 2026, stage 3 is short specific sectors. Regional banks start failing in clusters. Stage 3 will pay off just like it did for Paulson and Burry in 2008. Stage 4 is buy at maximum fear. This is the culmination. The stage where the previous 3 stages pay off and the smart money deploys capital to buy assets at fire sale prices. Stage 4 happens at the bottom, when panic is greatest, when everyone else is selling, when it feels like the world is ending. This requires psychological fortitude that most people don't have, and massive cash reserves built in stage 1. Let me show you how this has worked historically and what it will look like when it arrives. In 1929, the crash was brutal and prolonged. The market didn't just fall and recover, it fell 89% from peak to trough, from 381 in September 1929 to 41 in July 1932. Almost 3 years of continuous decline. Most investors were completely wiped out. They held stocks all the way down, hoping for recovery that didn't come for decades. But Kennedy, Baruch, and the others who'd executed stages 1 through 3 were ready for stage 4. Kennedy deployed his cash to buy stocks and real estate at depression prices. He bought distressed properties from owners being foreclosed. He bought businesses being liquidated at auction.
Hope you're writing. If this thing bottoms out, I hope you are writing. For my gold investors, to my silver investors, to my gold and silver investors. This you gonna come up. You gonna come up to my gold and platinum, silver, uranium investors. This may be the time. You know, you cash out and go get you. Think about this. I want you to think about this. This, just please just think about this. I know somebody's gonna lose their home, right? But they're gonna be selling at low prices. And you got a heart, I get it. You could do the heart thing, right? You could buy it, and then at some point when they get back on their feet, have them pay rent on it, right? You still making some money. Yeah, not a dime. Don't spend nothing. Don't spend a damn dime. Don't spend a damn dime, beans. But if this thing goes out, if it crashes out, you may become a landlord. Think about it. You got enough cash and metal on hand, you can own yourself a building and start back that low rent, 200, 8 tenants. You bought yourself a building, 50,000, 20,000, 10,000. Fix it up just good enough. Listen, man, hold your cash reserves, but you might be able to do some things. You know, if they don't change much, but just taking money out the system, you may be able to do some things. You may become part of the wealthy with buildings. You ain't got to put your damn name on them. Buildings. Yeah, they're trying to tell you something. I'm telling you. We're going to keep listening, but I'm just saying, Moon, everybody. Hold on. Don't go into a panic. But there's more to listen to.
He bought stocks trading for less than the cash on their balance sheets. Companies that were fundamentally sound, but whose stock prices had collapsed in the panic. By the mid-1930s, Kennedy was one of the wealthiest men in America. His fortune had multiplied while everyone else lost everything. Stage 1 exit and stage 2 and 3 shorts had made him money. But stage 4, buying at the absolute bottom, created generational wealth that would fund the Kennedy political dynasty for generations. In 2008, stage 4 happened faster than 1929, but followed the same pattern. The market bottomed in March 2009. The S&P 500 hit 666, down 57% from the peak.
Bing, you can't be throwing out these. They don't need to know what's in the bank. Listen, I wish I could erase that.
Fear was absolute. Every day brought news of more bank failures, more layoffs, more foreclosures. Headlines predicted another Great Depression. Economists said we might never recover. But this was precisely the moment the smart money deployed. Warren Buffett made several massive investments during the crisis that have become legendary. In September 2008, at the absolute peak of panic when Lehman had just failed and the government was bailing out AIG, and nobody knew if the financial system would survive the weekend, Buffett invested $5 billion in Goldman Sachs. He bought preferred shares, paying it.
And he's sitting on $8 billion right now. He's sitting on $8 billion. Go look it up. Go look it up. Patterns never change, bro. You go look up how much cash reserve he got sitting on right now. He know what the hell he doing.
10% annual dividend plus warrants to buy common stock at a favorable price. It was an incredible deal. Goldman desperately needed capital. Nobody else would provide it because everyone was terrified. Buffett stepped in and got terms that virtually guaranteed profit. He made a similar investment in Bank of America in 2011 when that bank was still facing crisis from mortgage losses. $5 billion in preferred shares plus warrants. These investments alone made Berkshire Hathaway tens of billions of dollars.
Yep.
Goldman Sachs made Berkshire over $3 billion in profit just from that one investment. But the real gains came from buying stocks, generally at the bottom. Berkshire increased its positions in Wells Fargo, American Express, U.S. Bancorp, and other quality companies during the crisis. Those investments...
Hear me out. I think it's Visa this time. At the bottom. Yeah.
Tripled and quadrupled over the next decade. Bill Ackman executed what might be the most perfect stage 4 in history in March 2020. As I mentioned, he bought credit default swaps that paid out $2,600 million on a $27 million investment. But here's what makes it stage 4 perfection. Ackman went on CNBC on March 18th, 2020 and gave an apocalyptic interview. He said hell is coming, that the economy is collapsing, that millions will die, that capitalism itself is at risk. It was terrifying. The market crashed even harder after his interview. But here's what he didn't say on TV. While he was on CNBC predicting doom, his fund was simultaneously buying stocks with the cash from the credit default swap payout. He bought stocks he knew were fundamentally sound, but had been destroyed by panic selling. Starbucks, Hilton, Lowe's, restaurant brands, companies that...
I hope y'all are listening. Do I need to rewind that so you can hear that? Do I need to rewind so you can hear that? So you can make sound decisions in the future? Do I need to rewind? I'm just going to take it back a few seconds. See ya. I'm going to take it back a few seconds so you
knew were fundamentally cash from the credit default swap payout. He bought stocks he knew were fundamentally sound, but had been destroyed by panic selling. Starbucks, Hilton, Lowe's, restaurant brands, companies that would recover when the panic ended. Within 3 months, the Federal Reserve and government intervened with unlimited stimulus. Markets recovered in the fastest rebound in history. Ackman's fund had its best year ever, making billions. He made money on the way down from volatility insurance in stage 2, then made even more money on the way up from buying at the bottom in stage 4. That's the pattern executed perfectly. Now, let's talk about what stage 4 will look like in 2025 and 2026. The crash hasn't happened yet. We're in stage 3, waiting for the trigger. But we can predict how stage 4 will play out based on the historical pattern. When the crash comes, whether triggered by commercial real estate defaults cascading, a major tech stock collapse, a geopolitical crisis, or something else, panic will be severe. Markets could easily fall 50 to 60%. Maybe more if it's worse than 2.8, as many indicators suggest it could be. Unemployment will spike from current 4% to potentially 12 or 15%. Regional banks will fail in clusters.
I'm pausing it because it's something important that was put out on the news. They are not putting out the unemployment rate. They will not be putting out the job factors. This is done on purpose because they don't want average people to come up. See, what happened in most of these crises that happen with the market, some average Joes like me and you got money. The reason they're not putting out these reports is that some average Joes could look at these reports and see that what's about to happen, what I'm showing you right now. Yeah, so these job reports that have all these losses of jobs already, the no gain in the jobs, is done on purpose. They're not putting out reports on purpose. And most of us already know what the hell is going to happen because we're thoroughly good in the history of money and the stock market and history in general. So, and we know that 600,000 people lost jobs this year. And we know there were 30,000 furloughed workers and people that had took letters to get out of the government. There's a lot of factors in this thing where the rich are just trying to be rich by themselves, if that makes sense. But I'm schooling you right now.
The media will run 24-hour coverage of economic collapse. Politicians will demand action. The Federal Reserve will face impossible choices. That chaos, that maximum fear, that's when stage 4 happens. Buffett's $325 billion in cash isn't sitting idle for no reason. He's waiting for exactly this moment.
It's 325 billion. Hold on, let me look up. Hold on. I thought it was 8 billion. Hold on, let me look. He made 8 on that deal. Hold on. 2 days. Oh, he is sitting on $381 billion. Warren Buffett nears his exit. Berkshire amassed record cash. Hold up. Famed Warren Buffett, chairman of Berkshire Hathaway, nears the end of his 6-decade-long tenure of the Omaha-based Mutual National conglomerate. He has now increased the firm's cash position to a record $381 billion. Oh, he getting into, he not just going to Goldman Sachs. He making sure he got a position here. And when I say cash reserves, this is a vault full of gold, coins, and cash. $380 billion of cash reserved on, he's sitting on his own money. In his own bank, he can touch all this stuff. It's all his. Hope you understand what I'm saying. Let's go back to the video.
When the S&P 500 is down 50% from current levels, when stocks he wants to own are trading at valuations he hasn't seen in decades, that's when he'll deploy. He'll make investments similar to his Goldman Sachs deal in 2008.
You need to see
When
this.
S&P 500 is down.
Okay.
When the S&P 500 is down 50% from current levels, when stocks he wants to own or trade.
You need to see this because they're not saying it, so you need to see it. You need to see it. You need to see it. Okay, you need to see it. You need to see it. Look at there. There's a few that I know people bought, that they done cashed out on already because they're scared of the market. Just a few. You know them, right? You know their names, right? You know them. You know them. Just make sure you know them, you can see them. Make sure you can see them.
At valuations he hasn't seen in decades. That's when he'll deploy. He'll make investments similar to his Goldman Sachs deal in 2008. Preferred shares with high dividends, plus warrants in companies desperate for capital. He'll buy stocks outright in quality companies whose prices collapsed. He'll potentially buy entire companies. And because he'll be one of the few with massive capital available, he'll dictate terms that are extremely favorable. This is how billionaires become much richer during crashes. Not because they're predatory, because they have cash when nobody else does, and they're willing to deploy it when everyone else is paralyzed by fear. Private equity firms have raised record amounts of capital in recent years specifically for this moment. Apollo Global Management, KKR, Blackstone Carlyle Group, they're all sitting on hundreds of billions in what's called dry powder, capital that's been raised from investors, but not yet deployed. This isn't money they're planning to deploy at today's prices. It's money being held specifically for stage 4. When the crash comes, when commercial real estate has defaulted and owners are desperate to sell, when region...
I love this stuff. Hold on. Oh, where's the other one? There's another one. Is that?
Firms will buy buildings at 30 to 50 cents on the dollar. They'll buy distressed corporate debt. They'll buy foreclosed residential properties by the thousands. And they'll hold these assets for 5 to 10 years while they appreciate back to normal valuations. The 4-stage pattern isn't magic. It's not insider information. It's a framework that is repeated throughout financial history because it's based on human psychology and market mechanics. Bubbles always burst. Leverage always unwinds. Panic always creates opportunities. And the investors who understand this, who have the capital and psychological discipline to execute all 4 stages, they profit massively while everyone else loses everything. You're seeing this pattern play out right now in 2025. Stage 1 is complete. The smart money has exited. Buffett, Bezos, Zuckerberg, corporate insiders, they've sold billions at peak prices. Stage 2 is ongoing. Volatility insurance is being bought. Put options, fixed calls, credit default swaps on commercial mortgages. Premiums are being paid in preparation for the payout. Stage 3 is being established right now. Short positions in commercial real estate securities and regional banks are being built by hedge funds who see the inevitable collapse coming. And stage 4 is waiting. The massive capital reserves are ready to deploy at maximum fear. The question for you isn't whether this pattern will play out. History says it will. The question is whether you'll recognize it and position accordingly. Most people can't execute all 4 stages. They don't have the capital, the knowledge, or the psychological discipline. But understanding where we are in the pattern gives you an enormous advantage. We are in late stage 3 right now. The crash hasn't happened yet, but every indicator says it's coming within 6 to 18 months. The yield curve inverted and has normalized. That signal has predicted every recession since 1950. Buffett's indicator is at 185% versus his stated danger threshold of 120%. Commercial real estate is defaulting. Regional banks are failing. Insider selling matches 2007 levels. If you can't execute stages 1 through 3 professionally, you can still prepare for stage 4. Hold more cash than you normally would. 20, 30, even 40% of your portfolio in cash or short-term treasury bills. Yes, you might miss some gains if markets continue rising, but you'll have capital to deploy when the crash comes, and buying stocks when they are down 50 to 60% will generate far more wealth than holding through the decline and losing that capital. Consider buying some protection. Put options on SPY, the S&P 500 ETF. Aren't complicated. Buy puts expiring in 6 to 12 months at strike prices 10 to 20% below current levels. You'll pay maybe 1 to 3% of your portfolio value. If markets crash, those puts could return 5 to 10 times what you paid. If markets don't crash, you lose the premium. But that's what insurance is. You pay for protection hoping you never need it. Most importantly, when stage 4 arrives, when markets are down 50%, when unemployment is spiking, when banks are failing, when everyone around you is terrified and the media predicts the end of capitalism, have a list ready. A list of quality companies you want to own, companies with strong balance sheets, low debt, products people will always need. These companies will be on sale at prices you'll never see again in your lifetime. The fear will make it feel impossible to buy. Every emotional signal will scream, wait, it's going to get worse. Ignore those signals. That's stage 4. And buying at stage 4, at maximum fear, has created more wealth than any other investment strategy in history. The 4 stages have played out twice in the last century, 1929 and 2008. They're playing out again right now. The same pattern, the same sequence. And stage 4, the buying opportunity of a lifetime, is coming. Whether you're ready for it, whether you have the capital and courage to act when everyone else is paralyzed, that will determine whether you are one of the few who profits from the next crash or one of the many who loses everything. The pattern is clear, the stages are documented, and we're in stage 3 right now, waiting for the inevitable. The smart money knows this. Now you do too. These firms will buy buildings at 30.
It's not science, people. It's not science. It's not science. At all. Okay? It's not science. This isn't science. It isn't hard math. It's really easy. All you have to do is think about companies that are on the stock market that people will use and are not going to give up. Soap. Tide. People are still going to be using electricity. People are still going to need food. These things can be found on the stock market. Cell phones, computers, Amazon, all these places that people order from, Netflix. Some people, it may bottom out because those people can't afford Netflix and stuff anymore. Okay? Listen. Just be prepared, is all I'm saying, when that time comes. That was the good stuff to me. That was the educational part that I like. Hold on, I got a phone call. Hold on. Did y'all boredom? And everything that I was doing today as well, I was just messing around, okay? I was having a good time, so nobody, please, please don't think I was trying to start any mess today. I was not. Now, did you have a good time here today? On this wonderful, glorious Saturday with me today? Did you enjoy yourself? You know, I just got to know, did you have a good time? Did you enjoy yourself? Did you enjoy everything that was brought? Nah. I mean, how you doing, Miss Drew? What you got? You want to put something out? I know you doing good. Let me see what you got going on. Come here. Come on up here, Drew. Let me see what you got going on. You see. You got a few things going on. Drew, let me get 5. Let me get 5 of your minutes. Let me get 5 of your minutes. So,
Hey, how are you?
Good. So you got a fella from a video game you're playing, Half-Life. You've known the fella.
Half-Life?
Is that the right game?
Second Life? Yeah.
Second Life. Sorry, I only play one game, and it's GTA. Sorry.
You know, I play that too, actually. So.
Second Life. Let me look at this. What is this? It's a
So it's
VR
a
game?
virtuality simulator game. It's kind of like The Sims. So.
That's that adult Sims joint.
Yeah, just like Ashley Marie decided to call it a great fantasy site. And I'm like, hey, it's not a great fantasy site. It's just like it's a virtuality simulator game that you can build, you can blog, you can create, you can do anything. There is a dark side to Second Life, but yeah, I stay clear from that. So I'm a builder, I'm a blogger, I'm a moderator. Yeah, just like I have a family in Second Life, so yeah.
So do you have what do you play this on? What kind of device?
Laptop.
A laptop without the VR?
No, you don't play VR, just like at all. You just have your laptop, you download the game, and you load in like any type of other game. So,
So it's just a regular, I would say a regular everyday game. Just regular.
yeah, basically, yeah. It's just like I'm on it right now, actually. So,
Okay.
so I'm actually blogging right now. So,
okay, so during the game, you had a story that you were putting out about this individual that you've had to deal with from the said game. What is that story? What's going on with him and the whole thing with y'all in there?
okay, so you're talking about Neon. So Neon was my SL brother about 11 years ago. I had actually taken a hiatus from Second Life for about 6 months. I had a bunch of my friends come and locate me on Facebook and said, hey, you know what, Drew, we really want you to come back.
Can you explain to us what SL brother means?
An SL brother means a Second Life brother. So you can have a virtuality family in the game. So you can have parents, you can have kids, you can have a husband, you can have a wife, you can have that type of virtuality game dream kind of thing.
And this is something that most people actively they participate in for how many hours?
Oh geez, just like, well, me and my girlfriend, like on the weekends we're always online. So, but I'm also moderating a group too, 24/7, and now I am actually in kind of like ownership of the studio right now for 2 weeks because the owners laptop decided to give out on her. So I'm in full command of the sim.
Okay.
So slash server. So any problems, they come to me. So
So what exactly happened with that individual and you?
So Neon was dating a girl named Madison, and Madison is a very lovely young lady. She gives it her all, and he started verbally attacking her. While they were in a relationship, they did the whole SL marriage.
Oh, wow.
And he just became very verbal.
Your sound went out, or which one?
And I pulled away, and then soon after, Madison left because she found out he had a real life fiance, and she was pretty devastated about that.
Okay, so I just okay, this is the part that's a little confusing for me. Okay, so if it so the person do
Neon?
Are they not supposed to have a offline relationship and an in-person relationship? Because I thought it was just in the game, or was it more so it was really real to her in the game? So he wasn't supposed to, or am I?
Well, just like, okay, like with my girlfriend and me, just like we are both. We are real and we are SL.
Okay.
So I don't date anybody besides her. Now there are catfishers in Second Life. And there have been prone to be catfishing in Second Life. But they were going into the relationship knowing that they were both single. And
okay. So he said he was single, and he actually wasn't. Okay, that's totally different. Okay, now that's totally different. I thought in hindsight that maybe he told her he was married, and this relationship is his virtual relationship, but
Nope.
that's not what happened.
He wanted to go over to Australia. He is actually from England.
Okay. Now that makes absolute sense. So had he been more like, "Hey, I have a wife. This is just a game," it would have been different.
Yeah.
So he started verbally abusing her.
Yeah, just like gaslighting her, being narcissistic, very judgmental, embarrassing her. The things that he did to me, he literally found out who my ex was and tried to tell my ex who my new avatar was. And I'm like, why would you do that? I just got out of a really controlling relationship. And I said, no, you don't do that, dude. And stuff like that. So I walked away from all that drama. And
I have a question. Are these servers private servers for the embarrassment part? Is it a collective group of people only in this one server, or can you do, you know how it is on GTA, you get dropped into some random place with random people that you don't even know. So is it like a group of people that everybody knows each other and y'all are all in this one server, which makes it embarrassing?
okay, so Sunny Studios is on their private server. So it's a private sim that you have to pay like $4. Like, but in currency of Second Life, it would be called lindens. So it would be 500 lindens. So, and he wanted to be a part of Sunny Studio.
That's the name of that server that y'all go into specifically. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And how many people go into that one?
Yeah. So I just like, so he wanted to do photos and just like, okay, that's totally fine. He came back to Second Life 4 months ago. He had posted a link. Now I was active. I was being a CSR like what I'm doing right now, monitoring links that go into the group. I check them out, make sure that they are following the guidelines. and I didn't see his link. And I'm like, okay, you guys are saying good photo. I'm like, I don't see a link. Like, who posted a link? So that's when I found out that he was back. And his photo was good. Just like I'll give him credit. His photo was good. It was cute. He had done it with his new partner, just like, and he's just like, oh, hey sis, how's it going? And I'm like, I'm not your sis.
Hold up. So he's still married and he has a new wife on the game?
His wife, while his fiance left him, called him a man-child. And he apparently went into counseling for 6 years.
Okay. And now he has a new wife currently on the game or off the game?
Yes, I do have a VPN. Yes, so he has a new partner. I cannot pronounce her name. She's a little bit ditzy, I gotta say, but yeah, he decided to send a note card to Madison, a very verbal, narcissistic, just words, and really to upset Madison. So, and yeah, she sent a reply back, and it was very well detailed and kind of gave him a refresher of what he did to her. And that's when I stepped in. I said, look, I don't want you on my friends list. I'm like, if you're going to play these high school games, get off my friends list. And yeah, he decided to kind of poke the bear with me. And I said, you know what? No, I'm not having this. And I'm not having this in Sunny's Studios. And so I went to the owner of Sunny's.
Okay.
And she said, no, be my guest. You can kick him. And so that he decided to become very hostile to me, and he got a state ban from the server.
Oh, now we're getting somewhere.
Yep.
So he's pissed.
Yep.
So now he's pissed.
Oh yeah, he is totally pissed. Oh yeah.
Because I'm assuming in this server there are a lot of people, over 100 people in this server.
Actually, I can tell you how many is in there right now. Let me open it. Uh, 37,575.
That's quite a community.
Yeah.
That's quite a community. Yeah, I understand. I'd be pissed too. Yeah. So the people that come to that community already understand that it is a group of people. You are actually meeting these people on a day-to-day basis, and they are having a good time together. It is a prominent server, it seems like.
Yes.
37,000.
Yeah. So on this server, everybody's allowed to do photos.
Mm-hmm.
So just like you go to the sim and you wear a teleporting HUD that will teleport you to a station, and you can pick whatever pose you want, backdrop, and you jump on it, and you can go through the poses, you take your photos, you de-render your scene, and then you go home, or you can go shopping. Like every Sunday, I go shopping with my girlfriend. Right now she's actually sleeping because she's not feeling 100%, but yeah, just like we actually had plans this weekend to de-render my house and put up the new one. So
is he now like basically hitting y'all up and attacking you and the other lady since he's gotten kicked out of there?
He went on to Facebook and he had made a status report on Second Life Facebook, and I caught wind of it, and I acted fast and I started taking screenshots. And
so he was trying to get the server put down?
You can't bring down the server because Linden Labs, that's who is the owner of Second Life, would have to contact the owner, and they don't meddle into people's Linden if there's any wrongdoing. And what he did was he broke a protocol rule of harassment, and our rules are clearly stated. And I've just updated the rules last year. So
What I'm trying to get at is what happens when somebody does this on Facebook? How, how, that's a good question, Moonchild. That's a good question. What does this do to the community or the players when somebody makes that status? What is that supposed to do?
it can slander the studio, but we have so many people in there that can back that up and say, hey, it's a really good studio. Now, is the Lindens a little steep? Yeah, they are, but you got to think that when there's over 8,000 backdrops, over, oh brother, I think it's 1,200 poses. So you get bang for your buck to come there and use the photos for free. And it's just a really cool place. Listen, you get to meet a lot of cool people. And
So this is a really good question. I think Moonchild's question is a really good question. So there's the game, Second Life itself, right? There's the game itself. I can go play it right now.
Yes.
I'm not in your server. I'm playing with all these random people, right?
Right.
How did they get to own their own server? I've always wondered, even for GTA RP. So how does someone get to that phase?
Like where I live, this like so I rent. This like me and my girlfriend rent a part of a sim. Just like now you can own a homestead, you can own a sim. You can, and that's just contacting Linda Labs saying, hey, I would like to own property, and they will give you this, that, and there.
You can hit that company up.
Yep, you can hit them up and you can say, hey, I want to own a piece of land, and they will find you one.
How many gigabytes is in one of the servers that you buy? Like, this is interesting to me. This sounds like a good business venture. How much land? So they're selling digital footprints, basically. I can buy digital land.
Yes.
And then I can invite everybody there and they can make their avatars and make their homes, go shopping, feed their cat, do whatever they want.
Yep.
I not by going directly to the company. And they'll sell it to me with a key?
You don't get a key, but just like they will give you a land. And they will give you a landmark, and then of course you go there, and yeah, you just set home and you just start building.
And I start inviting people, right?
Yep.
Because does it with that $4 that y'all are currently doing? Does that require a password to get in there, or what is that like?
So Sunny Studios, you have to wear a tag above your head. So my tag is CSR Snapper. Actually, I think, or studio. Actually, I have to check. What is my tag called?
I got a bigger question. What other companies besides this one are selling these marks of land? Is that what Take-Two did?
Just like what Sunny Studios did.
Yeah, is that how you have GTA RP? Because Take-Two sold land.
I'm not 100% sure about that one. Just like I know that the sim owner bought 3 pieces of land.
Okay, digital land we're talking about, guys. Digital land.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's like over $500 US.
Just $500?
Yeah, close to that, maybe 6.
That's not bad.
Hold
on, do you have to continue to pay taxes on this land?
I don't know about that because I've never owned land, so I've only rented.
And they get it. Hold up, and they get it. No, this is a one-time payment. Are you telling me it's a one-time $500 payment, right?
No, it's once a month.
But you got renewed subscriptions in there.
Yeah, just like you can get that.
Let me do the math. Hold on. You got renewed subscriptions. Hold up. This is the best. This is the best investment I done heard about. Hold on, let me pull out my calculator.
Let me.
Hold up. 37,000 people times 4. I need my get the damn calculator up now. Pull the calculator up. Come here. Listen, $500 a month don't sound bad. That sounds like spending.
Okay, so you can choose your membership plan of like $550, per month.
That's
Then of course,
150, almost 50. What's right now? That is 100 and almost $50,000 a month. 150,000. I will spend $500 a month freely and happily to you just I love dipping my hands in new forms of income. What are you talking about?
hey, you know what? A lot of people make a lot of earnings on there. Like Carrie Zuby, she makes Animesh babies and Animesh pets and stuff like that. And she just bloomed like overnight with her Animesh babies. And I kind of want to design like cribs now, but she took the cribs off the market, so I can't even create them now.
Hold on. People also use real currency that you could transfer out to buy Animesh and different items as well.
Yep, and of course I was like, there is so many people that sell so much stuff that when they're actually taking that currency and paying for their own bills, like in real.
Thank you.
Paying for mortgages and car payments, electricity.
You just introduced us to something. I said we are really trying to learn here. Always trying. You just introduced us to a digital marketplace. Mm-hmm. You just not see. I don't really care about the game, but the part where you're saying, hey, you can make some money.
Oh yeah, you can. Oh, just like heck. If I decided to be a builder, I could sell everything. Oh wow. Just like Izzy's a builder. So she builds houses and stuff. And she used to build jewelry. Just like now I'm gonna build shapes. I actually made Adriel's shape actually. Yeah, I made Adriel Sigler's shape and I made Andy Biersack's shape. Ash Tavino shape. Who else do I need to make?
I don't know. I just can see that shape. Talking about it's the Rizzler. Somebody using it. So yeah, that's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Yeah, Ohio. I know Ohio. Ohio is pretty cool. Yeah, I know. I literally made her shape. I can pull it up actually on my computer. It's just like, hold on a second. I can pull this up. It's like, so I was the first creator that actually made Andy Biersack. He's the lead singer of Black Veil Brides. So, and everybody was so happy when I did it. It took me actually about 2 years to actually create Andy, but
well, now couldn't you run Chat GPT or Sora or one of the AIs to make it easier? Just give you the file, give you the code. Because what kind of code is it used? Is there a code that's used to put these shapes in?
No, I create them. Just like I literally, you have to buy the head, you gotta buy the body, and then of course, it's all by measurements. So just like literally, I will look at a photo for about 4 hours, and then I'll go in and I'll sculpt the face and I'll sculpt the body and everything. That it can take me quite a bit. I've also made my real life brother in Second Life too, the one that passed. And he's actually in a music video. Thank you.
Let me see something. I want to know if I can have Chat GPT make a face for Second Life for me that I just put in there. Cause I can copy and paste stuff. I mean, it just sounds like a easy enough thing to be a part of. Owning a community for $500 a month sounds great to me, especially with the capital get back. You know? Second Life. Wow, you really did it.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, you wasn't playing.
No, I wasn't playing. There's Adriel.
You put it in there?
Yep, I did that.
Lord Jesus, the resemblance. The resemblance is just uncanny and real.
Yep.
Wow. That is crazy. That's good work, though. That's good work.
It's like,
yeah, I just want to own the space. I don't want to play in there. Sorry,
well, that's Jenna TMZ. I made her too.
The resemblance is uncanny.
Yeah.
So has anybody bought those and used them?
No, just like I haven't put them on sale yet.
Wow.
So just like, so here, I'll turn my phone this way.
Okay.
So I was like, this is everything. Like, here's Andy.
Okay.
I was like, I changed him to be my brother right now. So,
Oh, so you actually drop these files and you drop what you need to into files that's either for selling or whatever, right?
Yep. So, okay, so right here's my inventory.
Uh-huh.
These are all your calling cards. So if you're gonna create anything,
Drew,
you'll go on.
Hold on, Drew, 1 second. Margaret is saying that anybody who does recovery, she would like to talk to you. If anybody is in here who does recovery, please reach out to Miss Margaret. She would like to have for somebody to have her back right now. So if you're in recovery, ever been in recovery, and you're still in it, could you please talk to Miss Margaret? Okay, I'm ready, Drew.
Oh, okay. I was just like, so when anybody creates anything, it'll go into your objects. So like these are plants here. So somebody has made plants. My cat is running around. I don't know if you can.
Oh, that's the actual. That looks better than the Sims, though. Can we? Oh, what the hell y'all doing? I don't want to see all that. I don't want to see that. I ain't trying to see all that. I'm trying to see the furniture. Trying to see what the place look like. Oh, that look better than the Sims, though. Oh, y'all got a baby?
Oh no, we have a couple kids actually.
And they put a baby slide in there?
Yeah, that's cool. There's my cat.
Oh, that's look way better than the Sims. Hold up. What you running that on?
This is my computer.
Well, I mean, like, what year? What year is that computer? Is it newer, older computer?
It's like 12 years old. Not 12 years. About 14 months old.
And that's good quality. And they got they look way better than the Sims. Wow. Yeah, I can actually say this is way better than the Sims. Way
Butters. And then of course, kids room.
Yeah, I gotta say this looks more realistic. I can see why y'all play this. So, what the hell? Y'all got 3 kids?
And
y'all got 3 newborns?
I got 6.
Oh hell no! You tripping? Oh, you tripping? You got it's 6 kids in the house, 6 babies, newborns. Oh, you tripping? And how they get fed? Why that baby? That baby went through the floor.
There he goes.
Oh. How they do the feeding on there? Don't you gotta feed the kids?
Yeah.
And you gotta feed all 6 of them babies?
Yeah.
Oh, they tripping. They trying to run you ragged on that game. Character gonna be all type out of whack. Have a great day.
I'll get.
Oh no. Okay, so back to it. The Nick guy. What's his name? What's his name again?
Neon.
Neon. What has he been doing now?
He's literally just been sitting quiet right now.
You think he's gonna try to get back in the server?
He can't. He's been state banned. I state banned him.
What does that mean?
So basically, I can go over to the sim. This is my little gaming area.
I'm saying, what if you make a new character?
Yeah, he can. Just like, yeah, then of course he's spending more money, and he was he's bitching all about spending 500 lindens. I want my money back. I want to be refunded.
$4?
Yeah, $4 here. I'll do currency.
I'm just saying you complain about $4. I mean, he might not got it. You might be right. Yeah, they're grumpy. They busy on the couch.
Yeah, $5 and.
Oh, he ain't gonna be in there for a while. Okay, he just complaining.
Yeah, but yeah, that's how much money I have right now on me right now.
And you can transfer that out.
Oh no, this is mine to spend in here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
Well, hell, I appreciate you, Drew. Now I understand the story, and yeah, you don't put me on. We got a whole new financial aspect to be looking at. Yeah, and yeah, you and your whoever that is, that's between y'all. We don't even need to see that. Hell no. Thank you, Drew, for today.
You're welcome. There, see, we're not doing anything bad. See, we're just cuddling.
Yeah. What they call that? TMI.
It's called cuddling.
Yeah, just a little too much. Yeah, my daughter's right here.
I like Grumpy's name. I love your name.
Yeah, too much.
Yeah,
thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you
for
explaining it to me. You have a great day.
Enjoy you too.
Guess not. Be blessed. Hold on. All right. So the rest of the news I want to save and cultivate for myself. I mean, if you want to, do it. I mean, do it. But the rest of this news I'm cultivating and saving for myself. Actually, I don't think so. I got one story.
When Trump was running against Hillary in 2016, was that some main bitch versus...
You need this one. Sorry, you do need this story. You do need this. Let me flip this around. You do need this story. Make sure you watch the hand movement as well.
When Trump was running against Hillary in 2016, was that some main bitch versus side bitch shit? Was that the wife going toe-to-toe with the ex-mistress? Every time Trump seen her, was it giving my man is your man is my man? Because based on them Epstein emails, that's what that was. That's what it was giving. Bubba. Trump is real familiar with Bubba. And why the hell does Putin have evidence of his illicit affair with Bubba? How the hell did he get that? There's a lot of shit going on.
Y'all need to know all that. Got a new financial endeavor that I'm about to dip into. Digital land. Owning a piece of land. I like this. Digital footprint land. Gotta get into that. Gotta get into that. Gotta give me some of that. Gotta give me some of that. That sounds fun. Trump with me up. I had an amazing time with you all today. It's been great, phenomenal, beautiful, bigly big. It's been an amazing experience with you today. It has been a gorgeous Saturday with you. Oh my shit. For those of you watching from outside the window, just know, I know you're there. And as you fume in between laughing and hating, just know I don't have any hate in my heart for you or towards you. I do hope whatever psychotic attitude that you do have that you need to come off of, I hope you come off of it on your own time. But that's between you and yourself and your therapist, or maybe some angel in heaven or demon in hell. Doesn't matter. But to the rest of us and the rest of you, thank you so much for enjoying this entertainment. Also, thank you for getting the YouTube up to 90,000 subscribers. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I appreciate that a lot. Appreciate you a lot. For me, sassy with a heart, me. What? She gave me a heart. She gave me a heart. Sassy P.AME.C gave me a heart. I put it in my pocket. Jeez. Let me do this. Let me give you your flowers now. Oh my God, let me write you something. Your name banned here. Let me write. Oh, I'm gonna write you something. I'm gonna write this for Sassy Virgo. Hold on. I'm gonna make it long too. Hold on. I want long. I want it. I'm gonna read this great thing off right now to Sassy Virgo. I'm gonna read this. Make sure you're recording. Make sure you're recording. Sassy Virgo is the woman that walks in the room like she already paid the rent on everybody's confidence. She is detail-oriented, even in her greatness, never leaving a part of herself unpolished. Her sass is an attitude, is accuracy wrapped in flavor. She knows who she is long before anybody else figured it out. Sassy Virgo is a woman that studies life like it's a book, and she's already read it, anointed, and corrected. Sassy Virgo, she doesn't just speak to herself. Her self-talk, she speaks to recalibrate the room. Her intuition is so sharp, it could slice through anybody's lives without trying. She can read energy before you even finish your sentence. Sassy Virgo has the grace of a queen and the wit of a comedian. She makes her order look like an art form. She's a beautiful mix of brilliance, never choosing one lane. Sassy comes from knowing she deserves the very best. Sassy Virgo just doesn't taste, she evaluates. She's observant to the point where nothing gets past her. Love is rare because she's built on intention. She loves with structure and soul. She's a woman that protects her peace like a scarce ground. She knows when to walk away and when to walk in strong. She's both softness and spine, never losing either one. Her presence alone inspires higher standards. She can't help but improve every space she enters. People turn to her for the clarity because she naturally sees what others miss. She forgives slowly but heals quickly. The mind of Sassy Virgo is a universe of ideas and solutions. Her humor is clever, subtle, devastating when needed. She doesn't brag, she doesn't demonstrate. She's a woman who is allergic to foolishness. She thrives in an environment when intelligence is valued. She's always had a plan, even when she pretends she doesn't. Sassy Virgo's woman's heart is pure, but her boundaries are platinum. She's lovely, deeply, never blindly. Her independence is built, not borrowed. The sassy Virgo is calm in chaos and a storm when necessary. She'll multitask emotions without dropping a single one. She's a healer by nature, even when she doesn't try to be. Her loyalty is scarce and not easily earned. Sassy Virgo doesn't guess, she knows. She will correct you with kindness and shade at the same time. She sees your potential that other people fail to see, and she didn't just see it because it's you. When other people couldn't see your potential, she saw it. Her self-respect is one of greatest qualities. Sassy Virgo loves stability but brings excitement. She has patience until someone tries her. She carries her past with wisdom, not weight. Sassy Virgo handles responsibility like it's woven into her DNA. She does invest in people she believes in, not people who drain her. Her intuition whispers, but it's always right. Sassy Virgo doesn't rush your greatness. She's hoping to build it. She may critique you, but she's always from a place of care. She keeps her circle tight and her standards high. She's the type of woman that doesn't fear change. She edits it into her perfection. She knows the difference between attention and respect. Her goals are never optional. Sassy Virgo is charming without effort. She can disarm you with her honesty. She moves with quiet confidence and loud ego. She values peace over popularity. She dreams realistically, believes magically. She thinks about her acts, but she never acts with certainty. She acts with certainty. Her growth is constant and intentional. She can lift you up and humble you in the same breath. She's the friend who listens deeply. She's also the friend who will tell you the truth you avoid. Like all Virgo women, she sparks creativity in others. She can adapt without losing herself. Her love language is consistency. Sassy Virgo is a woman in an impossible place to replace. She doesn't fear being alone because she enjoys her company. She's self-aware in ways most people aspire to be. She values quality over quantity in everything she does. She expresses love through actions, not noise. She remembers details that others forget. Sassy Virgo is also sexy in her intelligence, and that's what she strives to see in other people. Sexy, intelligent people who use their minds. She doesn't argue, she clarifies. She is through and through in everything she does. Just like a Virgo woman, she carries herself with quiet elegance. She is naturally magnetic without even trying. She communicates with precision. She doesn't need validation, even through these efforts that I'm doing now. She compliments others effortlessly. She is the perfect mix of logic and emotion. She sees patterns before they form. She rejects anything that threatens her growth, and she stands firm on her truth. She is soft-spoken but strong-willed. She carries an aura of quiet of authority. She will fix her life and still have time to fix others. Persistence feels like a steady heartbeat when it comes to Sassy Virgo. She's very persistent. She builds a connection, not an attachment. Her advice is always sound and practical. She's naturally a problem solver. She practices self-important like lifestyle. She embraces accountability with maturity. She honors her worth. She grows differently when she's at peace. She thrives in spaces where she can be herself. Sassy Fergo is unforgettable by design, and she is the kind of woman that leaves a legacy everywhere she goes. Above all, Sassy Virgo knows she's extraordinary, not because someone said it, but because she earned it. I hope you got that recorded. Well, I'll be doing these tributes to everybody on a daily as an exit. You're very welcome. So get ready for everybody get your tribute on. Okay? One at a time, one at a time. I gotta make sure I give all the flowers in the world to everybody. All right? Especially the ones that I know. The ones I know, all of you that I know you. May well. All right? With that, it is time for me to go. I could stay on here another 4 or 5 hours without a complaint out of the world out of me. But it's time for me to just go rub my toes together and go find news that will be sensational on this news station. Thank you for liking and subscribing to the YouTube. I appreciate every single one of you that are following this YouTube channel. And I did say this YouTube channel because when it gets posted, it's going to be this YouTube channel. Oh, we almost at 50? Okay, real quick. Miss Ann, all right. Tap to the beat. Let's get the twerking our fingers. We want to twerk our finger bones. Let's see if we could twerk our finger bones. Let's twerk your fingers. Twerk your fingers. Twerk your thumb. Twerk it. Twerk it. Irish win. Twerk your finger. Twerk your finger. We made it elegantly. 50K, thank you so much for your support and the likes. If you like this sort of content and you like the lives like this, I want you to do a small thing for me. I want to do a quick smile and you smile if you like it. If you don't like it, you can always leave that dislike and go ahead and let us know you don't like it, and then clarify and let us know how much more dancing and shuffling and shimmering and shucking you need me to do, or what kind of content you would like me to bring here, how much drama you want to see and know about, how much of that you want to see, or how much of the more of the regular news you want to know. Make sure if you do leave that sad face that you are telling us what you want to see, okay? If everything's as copacetic and good, you just leave a happy face there for me. And I know everything with this content is going good and it doesn't need to change, not a bit. Slow and steady gets the race done. And that's how I like it, slow and steady. Same meal, nothing changed about it. You know what you're going to get when you come in here, and it's not nobody yelling at you trying to make you feel bad. Nope. Not into it. Nope. Not trying to have an argument. Nope. Not at all. I don't do any of that. I don't want to do any of that. I don't do anything. I'll give you a bit of TikTok news. There's a couple on here from TikTok. They are currently arrested. Their 2-month-old baby was no longer alive. They are doing things on TikTok. And they did it. They made this irreparable, horrible decision that happened on TikTok, as well as a couple that promised their fans that they would unalive themselves on this app. I don't know if they still have done it, but that is in the news cycle as well. TMZ is making the rage as well due to their coverage of Trump and the files. And the fast speed of this news as well, those files are making their rounds and people have a lot to say about them. There are a lot of interesting takes and a lot of interesting things. The one thing you cannot deny is Bubba is Bill Clinton. All you have to do is use the link that is linked in our Patreon and put in the word Bubba, and you will find out that Bubba is Bill Clinton. Our Patreon is free for you to come in there. You can find that link and you can do your search with that link that is listed in the Patreon. The link will let you search the files, and you do not have to meticulously comb through each and every one of those files. You can put in key search words and go through those files yourself in a more delicate way that doesn't require you to shift and shamble through multiple files. Yes, your bill. I can show you. I'll show you. I'll show you. Actually, I don't mind showing you. I'm going to do you a favor. We're going to click on the link to the files in our Patreon, and I am going to show you. I will show you myself. All right. Live coverage to find out that Bill Clinton is Bubba. We're clicking on the document, taking ourselves into the files. Right now, House Oversight Committee files, and we are going to, hold on. Yes.
Does one of the boxes in that closet say Boyzone?
I don't know.
Yes, sir.
I don't know. What are you looking for?
I'm still looking for that my other Pokemon binder.
Oh, okay. As soon as I wrap it up here, I can see. I'm typing into the search engine. I'm gonna type in Bubba up here in the search engine. You can see there's a search bar up there. I'm gonna type in Bubba. All right. As you can see, if you did not know and people have you speculating, there's that Bubba Burger, but of course, Bubba Clinton. That's how we get the link that Bubba is. All this figuratively stuff that's going on. Bubba is Clinton in the files. I just gave you the link. This is not a website. They took the files. And let me not get you twisted. These are not the Epstein files. These are the files from the House Oversight Committee. The House Oversight Committee, let me see if I can pull that up. So let me see if it's still not working on my computer. Oh, it's working on my computer now. So this is the House Oversight Committee page. To get to the files, those files without that search engine. Oh, it's right here. I just showed you. It's plain as day. Bubba Clinton is the first. What is right there? Can you see it? Oh, okay. I got you. You don't want to believe. Gotcha. That's fine. That's normal. That's normal. You go down to. Am I already on the page though? Oh yeah, I'm already up. So let me take a couple of steps back. The page is going to look like this. The page is going to look like this. You're going down until you find something that says press release. Oh, right here. Going to click on press release, and then these are the files that were dropped on November the 12th. Okay. All right. So for anybody that's making a TikTok video that keeps saying, Bubba, I don't know if Bubba's Bill Clinton. Yeah, whatever. I'm here to dispel it and put it right in front of your face. It's Clinton. Okay? It's Clinton. There's no way to work yourself around that. There's no way. It's like one time I heard somebody say, I think there's a Hardee's down there. And I was like, no, there's a Burger King. And it was like, no, they argue with me. That's a Hardee's. I'm like, that's a freaking Burger King. And then when we went by there, finally they was like, oh, okay, it is a Burger King. My bad. I really thought in my mind that it was a Hardee's. So yeah, it happens all the time. That's how the brain works when you are on one-dimensional plane. Okay. Yeah, there are a lot of names in there. There, like I said, Bernstein's in there. A lot of financial people are in there. There are a lot of people from both sides of the aisle that are in there. It's just two wings of the same bird. So if you have the opportunity, if you need it to make that easier, if you go to the House Oversight Committee, Bernstein, the financial institution. Bernstein. Let me see if I can find it in here. Bernstein. It's a financial institute. When we were listening to that financial stuff, they mentioned the company that had crashed. It was one of the companies listed in this. It's Bernstein. Something. Yeah, Bernstein, the financial institution. It's a financial institution. Well, it used to be. Oh, okay. It used to be a financial institution. It failed. But in there you'll find everything. That link can be found in our Patreon, or as I like to call it, our Patron. You can find it in there. You can click on that link, free of charge. Doesn't cost you anything. Those documents are free. If you want to comb through each one, go to the House Oversight Committee page, and you can do that. But I like that search engine better that they put together. And that's way better for me, and I think that's way better for you, especially if you just want to search single words. Let me see if McDonald's is in here. Let me see if McDonald's is in here. And McDonald's, the corporation McDonald's is listed in here. And Starbucks. And dispensaries. If Chick-fil-A is in here, I think I'm gonna be ruined. I'm not finna type it in, though. I'm finna type in Chick-fil-A. I'm gonna be in shambles. Chick-fil-A. Because I worked at 15 Chick-fil-A's. Okay, it's not listed like that. Somebody just said 18. Let me read this. Chick-fil-A, but I quit. Hold on. And then my dad was like, you're grounded. You're grounded. Forever. He was all earned. I didn't like the school. How I told them I got it from my job. Cause what you get from your fucking job? What? Hold on. How could you do this? Blah, 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 blah. It's like, okay, won't do it again. And she just kind of hung up. She kind of hung up and was like, I hate her. I hate her. I hate you too. I was like, okay. Hold up. Then I think inaudible on the computer. Oh, this is a conversation. Oh, this is a phone conversation. Oh yes, all her fault. I highly recommend that. I do recommend I do all her fault. I do. Yeah. I agree on that. That is if you have nothing to watch, I agree. All her fault. A good. I broke up and then I was like, oh, hold on, let me show you what I'm looking at. Very interesting. Very interesting. Good subtle one there.
I was just looking through those clear boxes I had upstairs, and then I found this.
Oh,
it
nice.
said it's like $10 online.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I think he told what happened, and she's turned into an extraordinaire like story. So at school, so would look like, like I'm the bad person, like I'm a slut, like I'm a whore or something. She's going around school saying all this stuff. And then so my parents came, because that's when I got mad at her and told her to stop talking, but she wouldn't stop about it. So I just got in a fight with her, like a fist fight at school. I got suspended, so did she, but she only got suspended for 1 day because I started the fight, so I got in trouble more. My dad got really mad and grounded me for it because he found the $300 in my wallet. And then my dad was like, you're grounded forever. And he's all freaking out. How could you do this? Blah, blah, blah. The school said you did, and in turn, I didn't tell the school how I found them. I got it from my job because I worked at Chick-fil-A, but I quit. So I said inaudible, but nobody believed me. So I just believe what you want because I didn't want to tell the principal or my parents. MP, who's MP? Who's MP? Well, I think that the best thing that you can do is that you're being honest. Okay. MP, is that police? You already know that you have a pretty good idea what happened, okay? 93. I didn't even know there was an investigation. MP. Well, I just know MP. Well, this is why what's happening is that I was made aware of the situation from school. MP, I'm going to say, okay, I was made aware of the situation. They looked at it like you were taking advantage of, not that you did anything wrong, okay? Even though you went there willingly, you were taken advantage of, okay? Please, because you were put into a position that you felt you had no choice. Once you were there, because before you were telling me about how Jeff told you to take off your clothes. Oh, shit. So this is a child talking to investigators about Jeff. You took your pointer and you said he was very stern, and you banged your legs, and you put the pointer on your leg. When you said that, how did you feel when he told you to take your clothes off? I don't know. I didn't know what else to do because I was the only person up there, and he's like 45 years old, and he's like big muscles because I don't know. But I'm pretty sure 45 years old and big muscle, big bodybuilder. MP, okay. So I just felt intimidated because he's a guy. First of all, I'm a girl. I know that was the way downstairs with the lady, what was going to do to me all the way to upstairs, so I just did it. Okay, now there's one way I'm a little confused at, because you said that, and I'm using your words, okay, that he whacked off. Wow. Shit. You said before that when did he do it? Do that in between giving him a massage? Like when I was giving him a massage, he was like, excuse me for a minute, and he just left the room. MP, okay, so that's once. When was the other time? Like during the thing, like when I was massaging his boobs? MP, when you were massaging his boobs, was his back flat on the table? How was the position? Well, he was at first, then when he started to whack, he got like his back went off the table, kind of like leaning. Okay, where were you standing? I was standing up. I was not on him. I was standing up, and I was like, he was towards, okay, he was on the table right here, and then he's leaning that way, okay? Like, because I guess I didn't know, but he was like, my face, it got hard to see what was going on because of how low I was, and he was just kind of moved his head the other way and was like, once, okay. But just now when you were saying you moved your hand, did you see him? Yes, I saw him, okay. What I need to know, because you say and you saw his hand doing, or saw his eyes, or what was going on? I saw his face expression and noises, okay. What else did you see? I just saw him. You keep moving your hand, so in other words, he took his hand, and what was he doing with his hand? I don't know how to explain it. He was, okay, describe, okay. Woo! You know what? That Chick-fil-A got us there. How about to finish that? How about if you want to go finish that? Because I only got to page 19. If you want to finish what it seems like is an investigation, you type in Chick-fil-A. All you got to do is type in Chick-fil-A, and it's pretty much, it's the first one when you search Chick-fil-A. I was not expecting to know the end to. I was not expecting to read a police interview with a victim. That was an investigation interview. Probably, and I don't know if that was a psychologist or what, but you go to the link in the Patreon, you type in Chick-fil-A, and Chick-fil-A is now, wow. That was a lot, and there's more for you to read. I'm cool on that. I can't read no more of that. Can't at all. It's sickening. That's sick. That's sick. That's just plain sick, man. Okay? That's sick as hell. All right? Those children deserve better. Those children who are adults and all the children around the world that are going through this through modeling agencies, they deserve way better than that. So, I'm cool on that. I want y'all to have an amazing rest of this weekend. Whatever football team that you support, I want you to support your football team and hope your team does great this weekend. Your college and your NFL teams. And I hope you are watching some NBA basketball and doing great. I hope you cook yourself dinner, or I hope you're going out to get something to eat this evening and tomorrow. I hope you enjoy everything and not let anything get in the way. All right? You have a robust, wonderful day. It has been great being here with you today. I enjoy every minute of it, and I do not take you for granted. If there's ever a time that you are going through something, please reach out here, or you can reach out to somebody. I do not take it for granted, and I don't want you to think that I'm ever taking you for granted, okay? I really do appreciate every single one of you, all right? You're wonderful people. We all just could come in the middle and love and like each other a little bit more. We're great, all right? You have a great rest of your Saturday. I'm going to holler at you.